Malakas na ulan. Alright. Wait lang, wait lang. Ayusin ko lang. Alright. We're back. Ayos. Ang lakas ng ulan. Nawalan tayo ng internet. Grabe. Nag-brown out. Ang tibay mo sa akin, Emir, ha? Ang tibay mo sa akin, ha? Parang ayaw mo ang pag-live-in sa lahat ng streamers na buong mundo. Ha? We're back, we're back. Ayan. Ayusin lang natin yung live natin, no? Kasi pinagtitripan tayo ng tadhana. Ayaw tayong panoorin ng ng Twitch. Alright, alright. Oh, ayan. Ayan, dyan na tayo. Dyan na tayo. Nako, sana hindi tayo mawala, no? Alright. Ayan, nagkaka-chicks-chickens na daw. Chicks daw si Brother Lou. Oh, alam nyo na. Alam nyo na. Chicks pala si Brother Lou. Ikaw nakakaalam yan, play din. YMIR. Ayan, kita na yung karakter natin. Sabi ni Mir, kailangan kita yung karakter eh, di ba? Visit ka, ulan! Ang lakas, tiga nga. Di mo, buhos pa. Ayos ka, wag ngayon. Wag na yun, bukas na lang. Ha? Bukas na lang. At ang lakas ng ulan, sabi sa balita kagabi, wala nang ulan. Tapos bigla nagkaroon ng paalis na ang bagyo, sabing gano'n, no? Tapos biglang bumuhos naman. Ano yung kalokohan yun? Ayan na, nanonood ng mga tao, no? Alright. Let's get it on. Sana tumagal kahit 1 hour lang itong live natin. Saka ka na mag-brown out. Wag naman din sana, no? Ang sakit sa ulo na magba-brown out tayo. Uy, may marketplace. Ano to? 320 dias kay Nat. Oh. Gogs. Ulit. Yun. Dapat pinag-twitch mo na lang kami. Ang hirap nitong gusto mo mangyari sa amin, Emir eh. Gusto mo ganito? Nakikita yung karakter namin. Gusto niya ganito eh. Nakikita yung karakter namin. Pasok na kayo sa Twitch. Walang manonood sa mga YouTube dito. Kalokohan ka naman, Emir. Alright. Kung meron man sa mga live o sa mga live na nagre-replay dito sa live natin. This is Legend of YMIR. Alright. Pop out chat. See your chat. Girl V. Yung live natin sa Facebook, alisin natin yun, no? Wala na yun eh. This live has ended na to. Buti hindi ko pa na-share sa iba, no? Okay. Anything more under the sun? Ano pa? Grabe, nag-brownout. Ang sama ng ugali ni Mir sa akin, no? Nag-brownout pa siya. Sa dami ng oras, yung first 5 minutes pa, nag-brownout. Tapos, ang sakit sa ulo pag hindi ako nakapag-stream, alam nyo, guys. Unahan ko na kayo, ha? Hindi ako magkakaroon ng kupon. Ganun ka simple. Kaya inunahan ko na yung pasensya. Ang lakas ng ulan eh. Tapos bigla nawala ng internet eh. Kapag naka 1 hour na ako, sigurado meron na akong kupon. Pasensya na ha, kung may mangyaring masama dito sa ating live for today. Pero maraming salamat pa rin. Pero bukas pwede pa rin naman mag-stream. Magkakaroon pa rin tayo niya, no? Pag wala, hanap tayong computer shop. Maghanap tayo ng computer shop, no? Para makapag-stream tayo. Alright. Sino ang bet nyo? Best log? YMIR CUP World Championship is officially live. We are live. Ito na, 11 minutes. Countdown. At malalaman na natin. Uy, babae pala si ano. Sabing gano'n, no? Makikita ninyo sa mga hindi nag-i-YMIR. Okay? Makikita ninyo kung sino, no? Sino-sino at ano-anong klase mga players ang meron kay Legend of YMIR. Iba't ibang lahi ang maglalaban-laban ngayon. And isa sa mga matitindi natin is Pinoy. Okay? Isa sa mga nag-ahari, no, ng mga players dito and namamayagpag ang kasikatan ay mga Pinoy at mga underground Pinoy streamers in gaming. Ha? Hindi yung mga napapansin ninyo ng mga streamers na alam nyo na, di ba? Which is sa norm ninyo sa mga Facebook. Ito yung mga lumalaban, no, sa mga MMORPG. Ano ba yung MMORPG? Yan yung sinasabi nila, no? Well, RPG is a massive multiplayer online role-playing games, no? Kaya alam nyo na yan, kung naglalaro kayo ng mga Ragnarok, ganyan, o yung mga T2 Gaming dyan. Alam nyo na yan, ha? And hindi lang MOBA or Dota 2 ang nagiging esports ngayon, no? Hindi lang. Ngayon, is a era na ng MMORPG ang kasama sa esports. Alam nyo na meron ng ganyan and ito na yon. Ito na yon. Ang long-awaited second YMIR CUP World Championship. Okay. Maraming Pinoy, maraming Asian country and ilalaban, no, sa number 1. Number 1, Korea. Ayan, malalaman natin live on Suop Coliseum kung saan may marami ring esports, no, na nagla-live dyan o naglalaro dyan, no, sa mga championship nila. Alright, eto lang tayo, share tayo ng ating live for today. Ayan, good morning. Kayo ba ay nag-almusal na? Buti naman ako hindi pa, no? Okay, ito mag-share lang tayo, no? Wala tayong gagawin kundi manood at mag-cheer. At dahil ready tayo, no? Ready tayo sa mga cheering na yan, no? Okay, sino ang bumoto? May mga voting kami dito sa aming game, no? Sino ang bumoto sa Kings? Let's go. Uy, hindi nakikita. Mali. Alright. Saan na ba yun? Sa edge tayo. Ayan. Alisin natin yan. Alright. Ito. Alright. Legend of YMIR. Mag-ingay. Alright. Ito na. Wala pang kain. Mamaya pakainin nyo ako, Legend of YMIR, Okay, live from South Korea. Ang World Championship kasama ating mga tropang mga Pinoy. Ayan, ating pride. Pinoy pride. Nakasasabak, no, sa bakbakan. dito sa YMIR Cup World Championship. At ilalaban sila sa Korea. Sana. Okay. Sino ba chini-cheer natin? Alright, let's cheer it out for Kings. Alright, let's go Kings. Ayan ang ating mga cheerleader for Kings. Alright. And kay Bossing Dude. Boss Dude. Okay. Ang Chess. Alright, let's go Chess. Alright, let's go Chess. Ayan na yung Chess. May mga cheerleader yung mga yan. And sa ating host for this today's live, no, is the YMIR Cup MMORPG. Alright, let's go. Ayan. And NAEU. Oh, meron din ba may mga fans? Oh, para sa mga NAEU at Sombrag. Eto matindi sa inyo, para sa inyo ito, no, itong NAEU. Alright, ay hindi yan, pangit yan. NAEU and SA. Ayan, ang isang malupit na badyaw dance performance from Malupiton. Alright. Ayan ang ating mga cheer dance leader for today para sa ating World Cup, no? YMIR World Championship. Oh, yan, mag-share na tayo. Sana hindi na mag-brown out. Makisama ka naman sa akin, Huwag niyong kalimutan ang inyong Twitch. I-open ang inyong Twitch, no? At manood, i-connect ninyo ang inyong mga account sa Twitch at magkakaroon tayo, no, ng Twitch drop event. Alright? Ayan, drops on. Okay, drops. Meron na ba? Wala pa ata, no? Parang wala pa. Collapse. Ayan. Parang wala pa, no? May drops na ba tayo? Tignan nga natin sa ating, bug. Meron na ba? Notifications. Wala eh. Alright, check nga natin sa notif natin. Laman ng bug natin. YMIR Cup World Championship. Ayun, tumatakbo na guys Tumatakbo na ang ating Twitch drop. So, eto na yung pinakaintay nating kumpanyo ng Sigla, Alam ko namang excited guys. Alam ko naman na excited kayo dito sa kumpanyo na to, no? Etong akala ninyo panda, yung pala daga. Dagang puti pala to, no? Okay, yellow Patra card and Noble Story Deck points and at Event Valkyrie times 11. Ang kuripot mo, YMIR. Grabe ka naman. Okay, sobrang kuripot ni YMIR, Bakit kaya? Grabe ka naman, YMIR, Oh, sa mga may mga seeds dyan. Ang may mga hawak na mga seeds, available pa yung for support. Pwede kayo magbato dito sa ating live ng any amount of seeds. For support, no? Tulungan nyo yung mga streamers. Yung mga underground streamers na katulad natin dito, no? At yung mga streamers na sikat, nandun. Nandun sa South Korea at sila ang maglalaro for World Championship. Tayo naman, balatuan nyo naman kami ng mga seeds dyan, di ba? Seeds naman tayo dyan. Patatapos na yung ating support, 3 araw na lang, baka naman, mag-support na kayo ng seeds nyo, di ba? Kaya ito nga tropa, baka pwede naman mag-send ng seeds dyan. Para gana-ganaan naman yung natin, live natin. Nag-send ka ngayon? Ala, hindi nag-notif. Oh my God. Wait lang. Nako, yari tayo. May mga nagsisid pala. Ayan, may browser naman, Bakit kaya? Ay, oo nga. Ayan, naka-off. Sorry, Jeep. Natabunan. Nako, maraming salamat kay Boss Jeep. Si Jeep pala nag-send. Teka lang, tignan natin. Hindi tayo updated, nakapatay. Lolo ka talaga. Nag-stream kasi ako ng ibang channel kaya napatay natin, no? Alright, eto pala. Kala ko pa naman wala tayong mga seed senders for today. Meron pala ngayong umaga. Antibay. Ayun, si Boss Mage at si Boss dalawang sumabog ng sumabog. Wala, 10-10. 10-10 ang pinasabog ni Boss Mage at 11 naman, no? Dalawang nakatayo. Ang sined nito, no, ni Boss J. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much sa mga support nyo at napakalaking bagay niyan para dito sa ating streaming, no? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Ayan. Hey, si Coach MVT, pasalamatan natin yung mga ano rin, no, yung mga nagso-support pala sa atin, no. Ito, pasalamatan natin, no. Ito, si DJ Nami Waping. Ito yung mga nakaraan Apostol Kepu. Thank you so much for sending support. 10,000 seeds. DJ Nami 10,000 seeds. Coach, si Coach MVT ata ito, no, 78 or 28,000 seeds, no. And si Boss Mage, dalawa. Pinukpok niya tayo ng dalawa and si Boss J for 11,000 seeds. Ay, nasa Discord pala tayo. Ayan. Pahinga muna tayo. Ang kuripot naman na ni Jeep ni Jeep ni Emir, no? Jeep. Nakita nyo? Which ang pangit. Grabe, ito na yon. Oo, kaya nga ito, daga. Tapos, yellow pattern, dalawa. Napupulot lang natin. Store deck points, dalawa. Tapos, manis pa. Manis to, di ba? Bad trip naman to. Ayan pa naman inaantay natin. Ano yan? Ay, nag-send ka rin? Hala. Oh my God, hindi tumunog. Bakit kaya? Wait. Hindi. Wait. Wala, dapat maririnig yan eh. Naku, yari tayo dito kay Emir. Dapat tutunog yan eh. Ay, okay. Wait. Nabura ko nga siya, boy. Ang hirap talaga mag-setup nito, no? Grabe. Wait lang. Naku. Wait. Nako, grabe. So yun na. Wait. Ito na. Nag-start na yung ating stream pala, no? 10 o'clock. Alright. Introduction pa lang to, no? Alright, nalilito na ako dito sa OBS na to. Ano yun? Alright. And naglalag sila, no?
team will face Team Korea in a battle of pride. Now, we're going to take a look at how the matches will be played.
Ano na?
We have a little video prepared for you, so let's see which rules will apply this season 2.
The battle for the throne, YMIR Cup, reignited. Welcome to the battlefield where every server's top clans wage their fiercest war.
All right.
The regional qualifiers in each division determine the winning server. From that server, only its top 5 clans can compete in the YMIR CUP World Championship. Up to 500 players can enter.
Okay, introduction lang yan, no? Bigyan natin ng introduction to.
Your server, the YMIR CUP icon lights up on the right of your minimap. Press it to enter the battlefield. To begin, you're randomly placed at one of 6 starting points. When defeated, you can resurrect at one of these points and rejoin the battle, though the starting points themselves keep changing. Early in the battle, securing bases is key. Capturing a base earns points and various buffs and lets you teleport straight to it to gain the upper hand.
Okay, pwede mag-TP, no?
The stronger those buffs
Rekta.
become. Bases come in 2 types, normal and boss. Normal bases can be captured by
Ano sinika ni ngayon pala? Ano siya?
occupying stone. For boss bases,
Partner?
first destroy the Tower of Occupying at the entrance. Then interact with the occupying stone
Kasi may pagbibigyan ako ng partner.
to capture it. Normal bases can be recaptured freely, but boss bases, once captured, can never be recaptured. So be strategic about your captures. If you couldn't secure a boss base, try a different strategy. Capture normal bases for buffs or recapture enemy bases to weaken their forces. Which bases to target? How to play it out? The tide of battle is yours to turn.
Okay, pinapaliwanag lang dito, yung mga rules and
If you are defeated in battle,
paano magkaroon ng scores.
Rejoin the fight, but you can only resurrect up to 3 times.
Okay.
So watch the battlefield and tread carefully.
3 times
Luckily,
lang
2
resurrection.
types of braziers appear randomly across the map. Pick one up to restore resurrection counts for your clan.
Okay,
or
medyo
your
naglalag
server.
sila, no?
If casualties pile up on your server, use braziers strategically to keep the fight going. Once you've secured enough bases, the endgame begins, the fight for the Tower of Victory. Destroying the Tower of Victory earns points and brings out the crown, the key to victory or defeat. Once the crown appears,
Lagi sila,
bases
lagi.
can no longer be captured, so timing the tower's destruction is crucial. From here, all forces converge on the final battle for the crown. To win, you must claim the crown and carry it to the target zone. The moment the crown is taken, the crown holder bears the weight of the crown, and victory now rests on the whole server, working as one.
All right.
Server members must protect the crown holder and rally together to reach the target zone.
So, protektahan nila yung may
The
hawak ng
target
ground.
zone forms at one of the 3 boss bases, and you can check it on the minimap. If the crown holder is defeated while on the move, the crown drops where
Mabagsak.
they fell. And if a player from the enemy server grabs the dropped crown, the target zone changes. A crown touchdown is worth the most points in the YMIR Cup, so the outcome stays uncertain until the final moments. Whichever server lands the crown touchdown can swing the entire match. The final clash over the crown, where a single choice decides the winner.
Malinaw na yan, ha?
If time runs out in a close match with no crown
Binigyan na tayo
touchdown,
ng
the
introduction, ha?
outcome is decided by the points earned during the match. Points can be earned by destroying the Tower of Victory and Towers of Occupying, as well as capturing bases, defeating players, holding the crown, and landing crown touchdowns, as shown in the scoring table. If the final scores are tied, the tiebreaker rules decide which server wins. The stage is set. Glory awaits the victor alone. Stake the honor of your server and march toward final victory. And in that moment of glory, who will claim the crown of victory? See it all unfold in the YMIR Cup World Championship Season 2. The battle for the throne. YMIR Cup. Reignited.
That's right. Season 2 will be played in a regional tournament format just like Season 1. The clans ranked 1st through 5th in growth power on each server will participate with up to 250 players allowed per server. The victory condition is simple. First, destroy the Tower of Victory and then obtain the crown and carry it to the designated location to win. If the crown does not reach the destination within the time limit, points earned through the base captures, kills, objective contribution, and of course other factors will be added up, and then the server with the higher score will win. But there is one change that will make the matches even more exciting than Season 1, and that change is the introduction of the life system. Each player's number of revival is now limited to 3 rather than unlimited. And once all these 3 revival chances are used, that player cannot rejoin the battle. However, by using the Brazier of Life and Brazier of Souls, you can recharge the revival counts of clan members or server members. So when and how each Brazier is used will be very important. How will this new system change the pace and strategy of the matches?
Dapat,
we are about to find out together. Well, here is how the points are rewarded. Each server earns points based on the damage dealt to the Tower of Victory and the Tower of Occupation. And bonus points are awarded to the server of the warrior who destroys that very tower. Points can also be earned by capturing bases, defeating enemies, and holding the crown. But if the crown is successfully delivered, the win or loss is decided regardless of the points earned. And here's the thing, if the crown is not delivered within the time limit, maintaining control of the crown while accumulating points until the match ends will be the key to victory. The points earned by each clan are then totaled by server to determine the final winner. By now, with so many points to earn points, precise strategy, and of course, teamwork will be more important than anything else. However, no matter how many points the server has, if the opponent carries the crown to the destination within the time limit, the match ends immediately, so bear that in mind. And of course, the YMIR Cup World Championship Season 2 is fought for the honor of each server, right? But it would be a shame if that was the only reward. So now we have the clans that rank first on the winning server will receive 50,000 YMIR points, 1 Supernal Legendary Summon Ticket Selection Chest, 1 +8 Munin Blazon Package, 2 Supernal Legendary points, and lastly, 1 +17 World Championship Winner Cup.
YMIR points nga yan.
Rewards will be distributed to clans ranked second to 5th. And the runner-up server, as well as the 3rd and 4th place servers, will receive rewards based on their rankings. And since the reward scale changes according to rank, we are about to see some fierce competition not only between the servers, but also among the clans that are on the same server. And the rewards for the winning team do not end there. They will also earn the right to participate in the Legend match and receive another reward. And since the rewards that we give in the Legend match, regardless of victory or defeat, earning a place in the Legend match is already a very significant reward in itself. But please remember that YMIR Cup rewards are distributed differently according to the clan rankings. So now to see which teams are here to claim all the rewards and of course the champion honor, we are about to go look at the bracket. Well, the opening match will feature King server against NAEU 04 server. And after that, second match is Chess server versus Sombra server. With so many strong teams facing off, every match deserves its very own attention. But one key point to watch is whether Asia, last season's winning region, will remain strong this time as well. And in particular, King's server, who also was with us last season, live up to the expectations this time? Or will a new server rise to claim the spotlight? We are about to find out today. And with King server and many other powerful contenders taking part, we are all very eager to see which server will stand as the final winner. But before the matches begin, of course, we have a very special present for everyone that is joining us here for Season 2. It's the YMIR Cup subscriber event.
Oh,
This
subscribe
event
na kayo
runs
sa
from
YouTube,
June 27th to July 6th, and the rewards will be given to all users based on the subscriber milestone reached by the We Made Global YouTube channel. Subscriber counts vary in 5 stages, and there will be generous rewards for each of the 5 milestones, starting from 90,500 subscribers till 95,000 subscribers. All right, well, of course, the higher milestone reached, the better the rewards will be, and we are all looking forward for you to participate so that you could claim your rewards. And, you know, after seeing all these rewards that are only given when the milestones are reached, you may be thinking that you are in for some rewards. You want them very, very this second. So, of course, we have something in store for you again.
Yan na.
It's the World Championship Package Coupon.
Uy, eto na.
Well, enter the coupon that is shown
YMIR
at the
World
bottom
Live.
of the screen
Let's
below
go.
for even more
Coupon.
awards. And for the Korean server, please add the alphabets KR
Account,
to the end of
ano
the
yan?
coupon code when redeeming it,
YMIR
and
World
you will get your
Live.
rewards. All right, it looks like everyone is set. You have the coupons, you have the
YMIR
rewards, and you know what's about to happen. Which
World
server will survive till the very end? We are going to go
Live.
back
Let's
to the
go.
commentary desk for the first time and begin the day.
Okay. Nice. Okay, anong bigay nito? Yung tingin nga natin.
Welcome to
Uy,
YMIR Cup
wow.
World Championship Season 2. I'm your caster, G.
Manis.
I'm joined by one and only
Alright.
Wolf. How are you doing, my man?
Manis.
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to finally see the conclusion of what has been a lot of hard work. Put
1
in
week
by
lang
all
bago
our
maklaim,
YMIR
oh.
players here who played through the qualifiers and now have made it to top 4.
Exactly. Thrilled to be here after Season 1. A lot of things happened. Lots of big and small changes. I think Bella went over most of them, but I think it's important to go over that once again as soon as we get
Anong
the
oras
graphics.
kaya
But
to? 11?
really exciting times. All the
At
clans,
12?
all the servers have come
Ah,
together.
hindi.
And especially, some of them are actually here
Oo,
offline.
tagal na
so it's
usapan
incredible.
nito.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna talk about some of the big changes that we do
Alright,
have,
napakaganda
as we
yung
get into some of
stage,
these
boy.
matches, but starting things off,
Oh
of
my
course, we are
God.
moving straight into the semifinals.
Yep, YMIR Cup World Championship Season 2. We're going to go into straight to the introduction of our first match.
Alright,
Teams,
napakaganda ng
servers.
stage natin, guys.
Here comes
Grabe.
Warriors of our
Nakikinatin
first
ka, Black,
semifinals
hindi ka
match
naman
number
kasama.
Kings versus NAEU 04.
And out come
Let's go!
Kings.
Uy! Si Boss
Big powerhouse
Chiefs!
squad,
Let's
considered
go!
to be
Bigyan
the
natin
big
ng isang
favorites for
cheering!
season
Cheer
2.
for
Bring out the sunglasses
Kings! Let's
as
go!
well.
Alright!
These are your representatives from Kings.
Let's
Top
go!
3 of their top clans
Oh,
coming to
ano?
represent
Kala nyo wala
powerhouse
kayong cheerleader,
from
ha? May
the Asia
cheerleader
region, looking to
tayo.
defend that pride from
Alright.
season 1.
Nag-heart-heart pa si Boss Chiefs, oh.
Let's see what they can do. One of the biggest powerhouses in the tournament. Let's see how far they can go.
Uy!
Their opponents,
NAEU!
04 server.
Alright.
Them on the stage.
Here they come. A
Alright,
very, very strong
NAEU
server, and
nag-tatagda ng kanilang ng kanilang flag.
NAEU 004, they earned their right to be here. They
All
look
right,
happy to be here as well.
NAEU,
Everybody's
let's
gonna pump.
go.
Shades coming out again on both sides. That's what you need for
Let's
a spot
go,
like this right here on
NAEU.
the stage. You can see there's kind of a friendly banter going on between these guys. Toxie Holy, of course, notably participating in Season 1.
Nagtataka ako bakit walang lumalabas na seed sa akin, eh. Bakit kaya?
Well.
Sira ba?
They heal, they revive, but don't count them out. They also do surprisingly a lot of damage too.
Eh, no,
Especially
meron
with their
naman,
power
oh.
level. Oh, God.
Dapat
Toxie Holy
dito
sitting
yan,
at 500,000, one of the most powerful skulls we have.
That's incredible. Some of the top tiers have over 400, near 500. Some even getting closer to 600 total K. So we have some more extra information for both sides. First, Kings.
Yeah, here they are. Chibi beat 69.
Kings Asgard. Okay, si Chubby Booms.
89. These are your Kings representatives here offline. Of course, we have More clans as well as a ton of players playing online will be joining us, but it is really cool that we actually get to have these players here with us on stage. And again, Kings are the favorites. They have the highest average combat power of our competing servers here.
They've gathered all together to come together as the one big force in Kings. But on the other side, NAU, comparatively in terms of when we talk about numbers, little lower compared to the other teams, but still big names are here, so I think it's a lot more about the strategy and how they go about these numbers, because we still have a lot of players actually joining. It's not just these three that's on the stage.
Now, Conclave is the main representative clan of NAEU 004. That's why they decided to send 3 Conclave players here to the stage. Now that we've set the stage for our first semifinals and we're getting geared up to getting into the game, I want to talk a little bit about the life system, because if you watch Season 1, if you were defeated in battle, for example, you had to respawn and then teleport
Boss
back
Gibbs.
to the battle, but you didn't lose any lives. You could do that repeatedly. We have a changed rule now. You only have 3 revives. So if those 3 revives are gone, if you die, you are eliminated from that match. You do not get to participate. You'll just be a spectator. So when you die and when you decide to fight, when you decide to commit to an objective, means so much more right now than it used to. If you get wiped by a tower, that means something.
Iba na YMIR Cup ngayon.
Timing of the coming back into the spawn, into the field from the spawn, is going to be crucial, because there will be some spawn camps from the other side, just not letting you be on the field. I think that's going to be one of the key that we will
Nako,
catch
kala ko
when we get into battle.
makakapag-copy break pa ako, hindi pala.
Some of the same things that you guys watched and enjoyed in Season 1, if you guys were here for YMIR Cup in Season 1, will still apply. The normal bases, the boss bases, the Tower of Occupying, the Tower of Victory, and the Crown system is all still in place. Crucially, the Crown is the ultimate goal. If you get that Crown touchdown, you become the victor. But that doesn't always happen, so the points in the lead-up is important. But the buffs you get from the bases, that's where we start. You want to stack those up. The bases, before you get to the boss bases, the regular bases give you the ability to fast travel closer to where the action is. So having those not only gives you the buff, but if you end up dying and having to revive, you get right back into the action. So that's how we start getting those external bases. Then we fight for Towers of Occupying, which in itself also
pero
gives a ton of
pumasok,
points.
pero walang notif.
Depending on the very first spawning,
Yo, si Boss Crispy Pork nandito.
The team immediately has to communicate and choose which base, normal base that you want to choose from.
Angas ng stage, sabi ni Miko. Angas talaga dito, boss. Coach MVP. Stage pa lang panalo na, kaya nga, kinikilabutan to ata yung balaybo.
Game is almost ready to be loaded in. Let's start our very first
Play din, pahinaan na lang ng boses ko.
YMIR Cup World Championship.
Pahinaan ng boses ko. Wala yatang ganyan sa ibang MMO, Boss Blanc. Walang ganito sa sa ibang MMO. Legend of YMIR lang ang gumawa ng esports for MMO.
Base 1,000 points per team. As we jump
Iba na galawan ngayon. May 3 lives na lang, dati unlimited
Players are joining the server. We'll be moving around following Toxie Holy, the man of the hour.
The man of the hour.
For sure. Since he's from an AU, Kings are going to be looking for this guy this entire game. Everyone running in. Some of them actually rotating around. You saw Toxie Holy going around from 12 o'clock to 11 o'clock, not directly going
Dalawa
inside.
lang yan pero ang dami. Sana hindi lagi, no?
Boss base 3 and the normal.
All right, looks like a lot of approach here on Tower of Victory already.
You see a lot of equilibrium players, which means Kings taking central
Okay,
position.
tiniretso agad nila yung gitna, no? Tinore agad, tinore.
If you can get control of the center, it means that you can fight through these choke points. And archers are the name of the game for damage. And if you're trying to funnel through those choke
points, pumasok sa gitna, kaya mong protektahan, alam mo, no? Meron kang strategy dyan.
Instead of directly focusing just on this alone, some bases have been taken already.
Some of the normal bases has been touched by Kings, especially base 10 and 12.
So the strategy here for these two squads has been to try to get as many bases as possible, but I think Kings have an inherent advantage because they already have Tower of Victory control, and it's currently 4 bases to 4 bases here in terms of normal base occupation at the moment, so the buffs are even, but Kings have positional advantage. Now, NAEU 004 going to try to break through, and the fight is going to begin.
Some of the higher tier players are going to be breaking in, have some massive AoEs, tons of damage breaking down. half
Oh
of
my
the
God!
The Toxie Holy just came in and started nuking, doing
Uy,
a
nalis.
ton of damage.
No?
Because each skill can hit up to 15 if you time it correctly with some stun. And the tower also attacks, has a lot of stuns and AoEs in terms of damage. So if you time it perfectly, you can wipe out like 30, 40 at a time.
Oh.
You can see NAEU 004
Tamang
getting
saktong
a
ano, no?
ton of
Saktong
damage on
timing
the
lang.
breakthrough. I would say it was pretty successful here.
Oh, even
but
Toxie getting spotted though.
yeah, he's
Target
getting
down.
focused down for sure. Going incredibly low.
Down he goes.
Down he goes. They just
Oh, he
focused
got
him
him.
down now. They got the res. The heals come through. It is a huge battle here, though, just around the Tower of Victory.
And there are a lot of skills
Lalabasan
that
ng mythic
gives you
skills, no?
invincibility for a couple of seconds, so that's something that you have to be when the enemy is knocked. That's exactly when you focus the most damage. But there will be skulls around you, trying to give you heals and revives.
And notice a lot of these players already have lost one of their revives and have teleported back in. That is significant. When you lose that, it means that you're going to be a little bit less powerful.
Oo.
Or less,
Kapag namatay ka na ng isang beses, dalawang beses, nako, magdadalawang isip ka nang pumasok sa loob, no? Kasi katapusan mo na talaga, mauubusan ka na ng buhay.
One of the highest
Wala ka
tier,
nang pang-insert
from
coin
Kings.
dyan.
Very popular big names. We have two the World Kings. One is Scald, one is Archer. So we will name you both. But as you can tell, defeated Kings about 49. But on the other hand, about little less than
Dami ko
double.
naririnig na tunog ng Scald, no?
Yeah, the point difference here, a lot of it for the Kings is just from the amount of players they are able to defeat. And
Exactly, and one more base for Kings.
I would say that NAEU's breakthrough was successful in that they were able to get onto the point, but they just could not compete in combat power and started to get wiped out. So initially it looked like they had been able to get through, but now it looks like it has kind of failed ultimately, and now they've fallen behind. They lost control.
Sponsor,
We'll see what they
Isuop,
decide to do on the rest of
Coliseum,
the map
and
here.
We Made.
Instead, they're doing a big
Walang racer
wraparound
ngayon,
towards the
ah.
south part of the map right now as well.
Toxie already lost one of the life. 2 hearts only. You see hearts going down to only 1. And then if you die 3 times, you can't respawn back into the field. You just have to watch.
So keep an eye, of course, on that Tower of Victory health bar in the bottom center of your screen. See just how long it takes to actually destroy the Tower of Victory. So, you know, right now, Kings have a majority of their forces here, but they have other members around the map getting information about the movements of NAEU 004. But they have, critically, most of their damage here focused on trying to get this Tower of Victory down ASAP.
Yeah, and
Inggit
the-
nga
on the
daw,
other side of the map,
inggit sila
around the
si
spawn
Joni
camps,
tsaka Frostguard
especially
kapag
like
nanood
B-sides,
sila. Oo
most of the
naman.
players, especially
Ewan ko
for
ba't
Kings,
bumigay
they're
sila
moving
agad
around the
no?
spawn,
Hindi nila
looking big
ninanamnam
around,
yung
not into the
experience
inner,
na yan, no?
rotating
Minsan lang yan.
outskirts of the
And
bases
pwede
because they
nilang
just cannot get
maramdaman
into
ulit
choke point
yan, no?
guards from Kings
Sana.
guarding
Kaso
those choke points
nag-iiyak
to the way.
eh, di
That's
ba?
exactly what's happening. Not to mention that there are also a lot of Kings members around these spawn points, the bases that are being currently
Kahit
held by
maglaro ka ng
NAEU
ibang
004.
MMO, hindi mo
They
may
have to defend
experience
them,
yan sa iba,
kinda
no?
camp their own bases, regroup,
Yung
get those
recognition
spawns
as
together. It looks
MMO
like right now
player,
they're trying to figure out their
wala
best
niyan,
battle
no?
plan to break through. There's
Dito
still a lot of
dito
time,
lang
as
kay
you can see,
Legend of
Tower
Ymir sa
Victory's only at
WeMade ginawa yan.
67%, so there is some time to work with here, but Kings definitely in full control right now.
Look, well, already some of the players from NAU already just got wet 1 health. If you see dark colored hearts
Hindi natin
on top of
inisip,
their head,
no?
it means they're
Wala
last
sa isip
life
natin na dadating
already.
yung time na magkakaroon ng
Absolutely.
esports for
Not to mention 3 players
MMO.
completely eliminated, as you can see in the tombstone.
May mga
underneath
tournaments,
their current
small
score
tournaments,
as well.
PvP
So 3
sa mga
players are
events,
already
pero
out of the battle. They're
yung
already
World
outnumbered by about
Championship,
70 at this moment in time.
di ba?
Tombstone,
Bansa talaga yung kalaban mo
they are
is
targeted
ito.
down, and they're currently dead,
Nilabas na,
waiting
no,
for
ni
the
WeMade.
respawn timer.
That's right, yeah.
And then on the right,
The heart is the ones that are actually eliminated, so I misspoke there. You're right. No one is actually fully eliminated yet, but
yeah,
3
you
are
can time
currently
your
dead.
respawn and come back with your
Yeah.
teammates. I think they're just waiting for the time.
You're absolutely right.
now.
No, we're getting closer to 50% here on Tower
Mukhang
Victory. I mean,
tatapusin na
Kings right
mabilis
now just
to, no, ng
completely
Kings, no?
uncontested.
Hindi na nila
the big,
tinantanan yung tower.
contest and the big point right now.
So wala na
is
silang
they're,
ibang strategy
finally
dito
changing
kundi
their
ano, no?
normal base to
Finish
capture.
quick.
Now, the
Since they
tower-
have 4, 5, 6, they don't really
Early
need to go
start,
for the
finish
boss tower.
quick
They're just
nila
going for
talaga
the
tong
big
tower
victory
na to.
right now.
Yeah, now, critically, if this tower
Halos
is
hindi
captured,
nakikipag-engage
this
ng
means the game is over, because they
PvP
still
yung
actually have
ano,
to get
no,
the
yung
crown and go to the designated crown touchdown location.
NAEU.
But
Dahil alam
if
nila hindi
this
nila
goes
kakayanin
down,
ng
Kings right now
Kings.
have full control. We're getting closer and closer to the halfway point. They
Pero
get a ton of
sa points,
as well.
okay,
Not to
may
mention they already
3,000
have
points
such
ang
an advantage
Kings
in
and
terms
the
of their
NAEU is
revive. You can see it on your
2,198.
screen here. Very few of
Konting-konti
these
lang
King
yan, ha?
players
Pwedeng bumaliktad
lost.
yan.
One of these Conquer players is going to get focused down here as well.
Okay,
This
may
is a
PvP
rough
pala
time. So you
dito,
can see
no?
some of these
Sa
stragglers trying to
outer
figure out the best place to
ground
enter the choke point. Which
area.
angle can we take? And Kings are just not only incredibly powerful here on the focus, but they're just not giving them any approach. And now some of these Conclave players are split off as they try to find the best angle. And even trying to go for example, a tower occupying right now takes so long as well that it just simply, I don't think, is going to be worth it for NAEU 004. I think they're going to have to try to break through here.
Maganda rin panoorin bukas kung sino talaga sa Yun nga, boss eh. Yun ang inaantay natin, no? Coach,
from Kings.
Yung lakas ng Korea inaantay natin. Alam kasi nila kayang-kaya nila rektamid. Wala silang reason para makapag-PvP kasi wala eh. Mas malakas ang kahol ng Kings kumpara sa NAEU, no?
None less fighting at it. And they have full control, as you can see some of these stronger Conclave members here trying to approach, but NAEU 004 in a really, really tough spot right now. The tower victory down to 34%. I don't want to call this one early, but it is starting to look really rough here. If
tower victory going lower than 1/3 of its health.
Yan malalaman ng NAEU na kailangan talaga nila ng players.
From tower victory contribution
May mga tropa tayo sa NAEU, no? Kailangan talaga nila ng high GP.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna see an attempted break-in here, I think. Some of these members of
I-open na ni YMIR, no? Yung server, region transfer ng NFT, dapat i-open na yun para magkaroon ng laban yung iba.
I mean, there's just so much here for Kings that to steal it it's just not possible.
It is just not.
It's not realistic.
Possible kung kaya nilang tumalon, no?
But you just can't
yung steal.
go through this many people, this many warriors near the tower.
So what
we will see attempts, though. We will see attempts from NAEU at the perfect timing.
Now, remember also NAEU 004 can try to min-max where they think the crown touchdown location will be.
Nakalimutan ko, nag-cheer pala ako kagabi pa, oh. Kaya ano, kay Kings, let's go! May ganito ba kayo? Legend of YMIR? Wala, di ba? Ako lang. Let's go, Kings! Let's go! Aha! Another cheer! Para gana-gana naman ang mga players natin, oh. Alright, let's go, Kings! Let's go! Alright!
One revive left on this player, but he does get away on the mount.
Yeah, because those can provide some
ayan.
And the knock, if it lands perfectly. As you can see, trying to target down.
Ito yung mga in-game activity naman sa labas ng tower, no? Baka naboboard kayo. May mga PvP sa gilid yan.
It's El Chapo here just, you know, with some backups.
En Chapo. Ang kunat niya, En Chapo, no?
They just get wiped. That's 3 more down.
Oh, he did have some team members coming along.
Yeah, no, he did have a few, but
still, he was able to tank so far.
He tanked for them to show up.
Okay, Trings, 3,101, NAEU 1,699.
It's going down. There's no one from NAEU.
Is there anyone else coming?
No one is going to be able to stop this. It is just going down, G-Clef. 4%,
it seems
3%.
For the last hit. Oh, we do see
right,
some of the members.
One guy's trying to sneak in.
Sneaking in, 1%, 1.5%.
Okay, magti-TS ba?
About to go down.
Papasok ba? Oh, nagsipasok.
Allowed from Kings.
Kings, okay. Hindi dyan nagtatapos ang kwento. Abangan natin yung crown.
The world.
Okay, hindi ibig sabihin, no? Na nakuha na nila yung crown. O natawasag nila yung tower.
Okay, we are having a late contest here now. The crown spawn.
All the ultimates popping everywhere.
The crown spawn location is directly south of this point, so they need to get the world south as fast as possible and defend that path.
Exactly.
And right now, most of the Kings players are on the northern side.
They're still pushing them out.
Yeah, they cannot actually get to intercept. They're stuck there in the middle, and they cannot actually get to where that point is. And right now, it looks like it might be a free road here. Look at the path. If you look just directly of the world here,
kaya ba nilang pasukin ang crown? Sa tingin ko hindi talaga, no?
Way.
I-deliver lang yan.
They don't have anybody there to stop it. They cannot get access.
Yeah, they do have to. Well, the world has to come around the path a little bit because when you have the crown, you are slowed down so far. But you have this many members around you guarding. And then the first fight was a stomp.
So
right
I'm
there.
looking at the map right now, and I'm seeing a lot of NAEU players are trying to find their way to wrap around and then ignore the
Alam
crown
ko
carrier
bawal
currently,
yung
because
ganun
breaking
play
through this
din eh.
formation is impossible, and try to get to the
May
touchdown
sinabi kasi dati
location
kapag
specific, which is
ano
on
ka,
base 2 in the
nag-slaughter
south.
ka
If
sa
you
loob
know,
ng
Ymir, you know what I'm
inter-server.
talking about? It's the
Bawal.
southern
Yun yung
central
sinabi
base. That's
dati,
the touchdown point. They are
May
grouping
sinabi,
there
may
right now.
narinig akong
They are
ganun
rushing
dati.
over, and they're going to try to set up a formation. As you can see here,
They're coming
catching
around
some
Oo,
Nine.
pero
They have one
before
chance
pa yun,
to defend this.
unang-una
One
sinabing
big
gano'n,
fight is all they've got.
bawal
Kings right now with that many points, they're trying to
PK
finish
ng
the game right now with the
sariling
touchdown.
ng
But look,
sariling
Toxioli in the middle,
ka-server.
trying to keep his
Baka
teammates.
mag-fall siya sa ganong
The other Warriors
situation.
in the
Kaya
same
di nila
server alive,
ginagawa.
But look at that much damage pouring down.
Toxie Magic burst
Oh,
down there.
Midi. Targeting one by one, they're falling like flies.
They really are. You can see some of these members with just one heart
Some of the
left.
Archer AoEs just taking like 4, 5, 6 of them down in just one skill.
I would say the crown is about 50 to 60% of the way to the touchdown point right now as well, G-Clef. They just don't look like they can stop it as they are pouring through here. So
Hindi
many
sila
defeated. Six
makadaan,
players
no?
of
Hindi
NAU,
nila kaya.
047 now completely eliminated. But I don't know if it's really going to come down to
Ang
that. They just
ginagawa
don't
pa rin nila
have the
play din,
combat
no?
power to break through this formation. The crown is getting closer and closer. You and I were talking before this cup, where there was this new format, we thought maybe some of the games could be a little bit faster than hitting 0. This game might end in less than 20 minutes. He's
Like,
on the way.
You might be 100% right. And they still have, look, there's still the Tower of Occupying right there in front of the boss. So, and then you just need to get through.
He's so close.
Dude, because the point gap is so big right now, you don't really need to care about anything else except for the touchdown. So, a lot less to focus from Kings.
Sobrang lakas ng
They one of
Kings,
the highest,
no?
highest
Sobrang
tier
lakas ng Kings.
from Kung Cleve, getting focused down so far.
Well,
Hentai gets focused
abangan natin
here as
laban
well.
nila mamaya,
Gets
no?
focused
Not that many
again.
hearts on top.
And it looks like this might just be
Good
the beginning of
dodges.
the end.
All right.
So close to it.
Few high tier actually scrolling in, trying to make some damage because this could be the most dangerous. Oh,
I mean,
got through.
He's just not
He
even
got
getting
through the
CC.
choke point.
He's just walking in. He's God. No one can touch him.
GG.
He doesn't care.
The movement. It's already there. There it is.
Yes,
Kings taking the first
GG.
semifinals right there.
Kings.
14 minutes, less than 14 minutes.
Let's
Kings
go
will win a
for
very
Kings.
one-sided semifinal. G-Club
All right.
of YMIR Cup Season 2. They had a
Hey,
They said,
ayan
"We
na
rush
si
a few
Boss
members out,
Tibbs.
get some
Ayan,
of those
nakita
outer
natin
bases,
sa
but
ano,
forget
no?
Tower of Occupying. We're going to go straight for the choke point on Tower of Victory
On stage.
and control that. And NAEU 004 just could never crack
All right.
the fortress that Kings set up. And then Kings had scouts on the outside. They were constantly tracking the movements. They never let them
Hindi
in.
pa dyan
An incredibly
nagtatapos ang
aggressive but
kalbaryo ng
successful
Kings.
strategy
Okay,
that leads them
hindi pa
to
nila
the finals
naiintindihan
tomorrow
ang
in what's
tunay
a
na
quicker
laban.
match than I think anybody could have
Hanggat di
anticipated.
pa nila natutungtong
Kings, we knew they
ang
were the upper hand
entablado ng
coming into this
Korea
matchup, but,
versus
oh
Kings.
man, it was either going to be the touchdown or the timer running out, but the power was just unmatched. And there comes the flag of the Kings as the winner of our first match of day 1.
All right.
Absolute domination. That's right. And
Yo, yo, yo.
pose
Wait.
here. Spit 89 as well, laughing. Some claps
Ano,
here
ano, ano?
from Chubby Booms. A very, very, very one-sided affair.
Ay,
But a very
ano,
exciting
hindi ko
one
alam, hindi ko
because
alam eh.
I couldn't
Anong
have
name?
expected that was going to happen.
Yes, here's Bella. Let's
Hindi
get
ko
to hear
alam
from
eh.
our first
Ito
match
lang yung-
winners, Kings.
Pinakita kanina. All right. Ayan na, may
Hello,
interview,
everyone.
international
well, we have the winner
interview.
of first match here with us, King Server. Congratulations to you again. Good to
All
see
right.
some of you again. And welcome to Korea and welcome to Season 2. All right, let's talk about what it feels like to be here on the land, to see everyone that you play against, and tell me, how is it any different than you imagined?
Yeah, it's very nice here. Everything is great.
All right.
Were you expecting it to be a little
Everything
bit more,
is
intense
great.
or nervous, or were
Sabi
you
mo, Sips.
expecting this fun atmosphere?
Everything
here?
is great.
Yeah, we
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
expected for us to win.
Yeah.
As Fitz said, it's Fitz words, yeah.
Okay.
That meant sure win, he said, sure win.
Yeah, what do you have to say to that? Do you agree that it's your work? Yeah. Yeah? You don't want to say it on the microphone. All right, well, today's match, you basically, I guess, I'm assuming that you expected that you would have a pretty easy win over your opponent, right? Was there any strategy that you had in mind? Well, how can you tell us about
Wala
the
na,
communication
rekta.
that you prepped?
I would love to say it, but we'll just hide it because we're keeping strategies. Yeah.
Right,
Ah,
because
okay.
what
Saving strat.
a saving strat, because what awaits for you is the finals tomorrow, right? And your opponent will be decided winner of our second match, right? Do you have a favorite in among the lineup? Do you know who's gonna take the win then?
People are saying that
Chess.
is the favorites, but I think Sombra Group will give them a big fight.
Oh,
okay. But I did have one question.
nang
How do
toton
you guys
pa, no?
communicate with everyone in the
Yan yung
server
sinasabi
and
na
amongst yourselves? Who takes the leading call
may laban
or
din,
who's
no?
in charge
Para
of
makalaban nila
making the
Chess.
big decisions?
I think there are multiple key players that are assigned to like communicate, so it's teamwork for everyone.
Oh, teamwork. All right. I love that you're sharing all the credit with the team and you guys are
Yeah.
all big smiles. And I can't wait to see you guys perform tomorrow as well. Would you guys have anything that you want to say before I let you guys go?
Shout out to Avengers and all King server, and shout out to my wife, and especially hello to Alo, CEO Alo.
CEO,
Alright.
alo.
Loving that you have a whole list of people that you want to shout out to. What about you guys? Nothing?
Shoutout na.
Last call.
I want to say run boy.
We will try our best.
All right. All right. I thought you had a big speech prepared, but love that.
camera shy.
You're camera shy? Well, better prepare yourself for tomorrow's
Oo,
interview. then.
noo,
Thank you so much. Congrats on
kukoronahan
taking
kayo
the win for match
bukas.
one. I will let you guys
Matindi-tindi
go,
ang
and I'll see
kalaban
you
niyo
guys
bukas,
tomorrow.
no?
All right. All right. Well, you guys go
Puro
on.
Koreano.
Out that way. Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me here. And we have just spoken with match one's winner, King Server. And from an incredible Swift matchup, we have more excitement coming for you from here on out. And we also have a special gift from Producers Hakun. You all guys know what's coming. It is Producers Hakun's gift package
Another
coupon. It'll be
one.
shown
Let's
at
go.
the bottom of the screen. And
Oy,
for
ang
the
hirap
code
naman
shown
ito.
here on the screen. And of course, for our Korean users, remember to put the
Ang hirap pa,
alphabets
kakaiba.
KR
Teka lang,
at
huwag mo
the
muna
end of the
alisin,
coupon
boy.
code while
Ang hirap
redeeming
naman
it.
yan.
And coming off, as the King Server interviewees mentioned, we
Na-stip
have
na,
the
na-stip na.
second match coming up, Chess Server versus Sombra Server. Since
Alright.
match one just was very, very intense and swift, we have high expectations for our second match. Who will take it? We will be back shortly after a short break.
Short break muna tayo, ha? Magkakape muna ako. Di pa ako makain. Okay, PD Sokun. PD Sokun. PDSH gift. For YMIR. Alright. Yon, ano laman ito? Ano laman ito? Yan natin, silipin na natin, no? Walang kwenta. Grabe ka naman, Layden. Uy, Sol Samong ticket, boy. Ikaw naman, no? Tsaka middle enhancement to, supplement. Meron pang rune. Oh, rune chest. Alright, commercial break muna tayo, no? Magkakape muna tayo bago natin ituloy itong ating live. Walang bibitaw, walang bibitaw for Legend of YMIR World Championship.
Alright, looks like a lot of
Aha, ayun, no? Putol pala yung video ko, no?
We see a lot of equilibrium players, which means Kings taking central position already directly.
Now, critically, if you can get control of the center, it means that you can fight through these choke points. And archers are the name of the game for damage. And if you're trying to funnel through those choke points and some berserkers are set up in the front, it's really hard to enter.
Boss raid.
You can see, instead of directly focusing just on this alone,
sino ba yung sa
some
boss
bases
raid,
have
ah?
been taken already.
Okay, coffee break muna tayo. Medyo matagal-tagal to. 30 minutes to or 20 minutes, no?
So the strategy here
Coffee
for these
break,
two
coffee break.
squads has been to try to get as many bases as possible, but I think Kings have an inherent advantage because they already have Tower of Victory control, and it's currently 4 bases to 4 bases here in terms of normal base occupation at the moment, so the buffs are even, but Kings have positional advantage now. NAEU 004 going to try to break through, and the fight is going to begin.
Some of the higher tier players are going to be breaking in, have some massive AoEs, do tons of damage, breaking down half of the troop
The Toxie Holy just came in and started nuking, doing a ton of damage.
Because each skill can hit up to 15 if you time it correctly with some stun. And the tower also attacks, has a lot of stuns and AoEs in terms of damage. So if you time it perfectly, you can wipe out like 30, 40 at a time.
You can see NAEU 004 getting a ton of damage done on the breakthrough. I would say it was pretty successful here.
Oh, even Toxie getting spotted though.
Yeah, he's
Target
getting
down.
focused down for sure. Going incredibly low.
Down he goes.
Down he goes. They just
he
focused
got the
him down
heal.
now. They got the res. The heals come through. It is a huge battle here, though, just around the Tower of Victory.
And there are a lot of skills that gives you invincibility for a couple of seconds, so that's something that you have to be when the enemy is knocked. That's exactly when you focus the most damage. But there will be skulls around you trying to give you heals and revives.
And notice a lot of these players already have lost one of their revives and have teleported back in. That is significant. When you lose that, it means that you're going to be a little bit less powerful, or less. You know, if you end up losing another one, you have to really think about whether you want to go into these fights or try to play the bases instead. We do have one of our Conclave representatives pushing through here and trying to do a lot of damage.
The world
Getting focused down.
One of the highest tier from Kings, very popular big names. We have two the World Kings. One is Scald, one is Archer. So we will name you both. But as you can tell, defeated Kings about 49, but on the other hand, about a little less than double.
Yeah, a lot of the
you
point,
losing 90 already.
Yeah, the point difference here, a lot of it for the Kings is just from the amount of players they are able to defeat. And
Exactly, and one more base for Kings.
I would say that NAEU's breakthrough was successful in that they were able to get onto the point, but they just could not compete in combat power and started to get wiped out. So initially it looked like they had been able to get through, but now it looks like it has kind of failed ultimately, and now they've fallen behind. They lost control, and we'll see what they decide to do on the rest of the map here instead. They're doing a big wraparound towards the south part of the map right now as well.
You can see Toxie already lost one of the life. 2 hearts only. The sea heart going down to only 1. And then if you die 3 times, you can't respawn back into the field. You just have to watch.
So keep an eye, of course, on that Tower of Victory health bar in the bottom center of your screen. See just how long it takes to actually destroy the Tower of Victory. So, you know, right now, Kings have a majority of their forces here, but they have other members around the map getting information about the movements of NAEU 004. But they have critically most of their damage here focused on trying to get this Tower of Victory down ASAP.
Yeah, and on the other side of the map, around the spawn camps, especially like these sides, most of the players, especially from Kings, they're grouping around the spawn, rotating big around, not into the inner. They're rotating outskirts off of the bases because they just cannot get into the choke point. There are some guards from Kings guarding those choke points in a way.
That's exactly what's happening. Not to mention that there are also a lot of Kings members around these spawn points, the bases that are being currently held by NAEU 004, so they have to defend them and kind of camp their own bases, regroup, get those spawns together, and it looks like right now they're trying to figure out their best battle plan to break through. There's still a lot of time. As you can see, Tower of Victory sitting at 67%, so there is some time to work with here, but Kings definitely in full control right now.
Look, well, already some of the players from NAEU already just got wet 1 health. If you see dark colored hearts on top of their head, it means that's their last life already.
Absolutely. Not to mention 3 players completely eliminated, as you can see in the tombstone underneath their current score as well. So 3 players are already out of the battle. They're already outnumbered by about 70 at this moment in time.
Yeah, tombstone, which means they are targeted down, and they're currently dead, waiting for the respawn timer.
That's right, yeah.
And then on the right,
the heart is the ones that are actually eliminated, so I misspoke there. You're right. No one is actually fully eliminated yet. But
yeah, you can time your respawn and come back with your teammates. I think they're just waiting for the time.
You're absolutely right. No, we're getting closer to 50% here on Tower of Victory. I mean, Kings right now just completely uncontested.
Yeah, the big contest and the big point right now is they're finally changing their normal base to capture. Since they have 4, 5, 6, they don't really need to go for the boss tower. They're just going for the big victory right now.
Yeah, now, critically, if this tower is captured, doesn't mean the game is over because they still actually have to get the crown and go to the designated crown touchdown location. But if this goes down, and Kings right now have full control, we're getting closer and closer to the halfway point, they get a ton of points as well. Not to mention they already have such an advantage in terms of their revives. You can see it on your screen here. Very few of these Kings players, one of these Conclave players is going to get focused down here as well. This is a rough time. As you can see, some of these stragglers trying to figure out the best place to enter the choke point. Which angle can we take? And Kings are just not only incredibly powerful here on the focus, but they're just not giving them any approach. And now some of these Conclave players are split off as they try to find the best angle. And even trying to go for example, a tower occupying right now takes so long as well that it just simply, I don't think, is going to be worth it for NAEU 004. I think they're going to have to try to break through here as this crown is spawning and try to regain control.
There's some information warriors out there from Kings. Just sitting near the choke points, making sure there's communication. Okay, this many classes going through from which choke point into the battlefield, the center battlefield.
Look at this.
All that info is being tossed.
You can see like, exactly what you're talking about here in terms of the choke point control and the information they have. They're not even letting them approach the choke point, right? No, not less fighting at it. And they have full control. As you can see, some of these stronger Conclave members here are trying to approach, but NAEU 004 in a really, really tough spot right now. The Tower Victory down to 34%. I don't want to call this one early, but it is starting to look really rough here if something
Tower
doesn't
Victory
change.
going lower than 1/3 of its health right now. The contribution points is also there. I believe it's from Tower Victory contribution point 2,000 points overall.
Absolutely, 2K. All right, so here we go. We're going to see an attempted break-in here, I think. For some of these members of NAEU 04, it's just a small contingency, though. They can't really get in.
Likely they will also get the last hit with this many members around the tower, so it'll be closer to the 2,000.
Yeah, the last hit. I mean, there's just so much here for Kings that to steal it it's just not possible.
It is just not.
It's not realistic.
But there's always chance, but you just can't go through this many people, this many warriors near the tower.
So what if
we will see attempts, though. We will see attempts from NAEU at the perfect timing.
Now, remember also NAEU 004 can try to min-max where they think the crown touchdown location will be and try to group there and stop the route of the crown carrying player and try to control the choke point on exit here for Kings to make the crown path a lot tougher, because the crown carrier is obviously going to move very slow and isn't necessarily going to be able to take that crown in the most optimal path if NAEU 004 are set up to intercept. I think trying to stop the Tower of Victory from going down, the crown from being picked up at this point is probably a fool's errand. I think NAEU 004 are aware of that, as we see it. Fit 89 is one of our strongest players, one of our reps here, just trying to get some more information and pick off any stragglers. One revive left on this player, but he does get away on the mount.
Yeah, because those can provide some stuns and the knock if it lands perfectly. As you can see, trying to target down a specific player, still surviving.
Yeah,
even
so
if
tough.
against that many archers.
It's El Chapo here, just with some backup here.
Slowed. Still, look, that AoE breaks through the entire force.
Yeah, they just get wiped. That's 3 more down.
Oh, he did have some team members coming along.
Yeah, no, he did have a few, but
still, he was able to tank so far.
He tanked for them to show up. So it's like, even if you think you've isolated
6% wolf.
Yeah, it's
coming down the wire.
It's going down. There's no one from NAEU.
Is there anyone else coming?
No one is going to be able to stop this. It is just going down, G-Clef. 4%,
it seems
3%.
So. 1,000 for the last hit. Oh, we do see
all
some
right,
of the members.
One guy's trying to sneak in.
Sneaking in, 1%, 1.5%. Tower of Victory about to go down.
Jaeger coming in.
And Lauda from Kings. They do take the point. Look at the point, 6,000 now from Kings.
And look who has the crown. The world.
Oh, boy. So the movement speed will be very slow.
The crown
now.
is directly...
Oh, but there's the contest now.
Okay, we are having a late contest here now. The crown spawn...
Oh, the ultimate's popping everywhere.
The crown spawn location is directly south of this point, so they need to get the world south as fast as possible and defend that path.
Exactly.
And right now, most of the Kings players are on the northern side.
They're still pushing them out.
Yeah, they cannot actually get to intercept. They're stuck there in the middle, and they cannot actually get to where that point is. And right now, it looks like it might be a free road here. Look at the path. If you look just directly of the world here, the crown carrier currently.
Perfect.
There's no way that NAEU, or they don't have anybody there to stop it. They cannot get access.
Yeah, they do have to... Well, the world has to come around the path a little bit, because when you have the crown, you are slowed down so far. But you have this many members around you guarding. And then the first fight was a stomp.
So
right
I'm
there.
looking at the map right now, and I'm seeing a lot of NAEU players are trying to find their way to wrap around and then ignore the crown carrier currently, because breaking through this formation is impossible, and try to get to the touchdown location specifically, which is on base 2 in the south. And if you know, Emir, you know what I'm talking about. It's the southern central base. That is the touchdown point. They are grouping there right now. They are rushing over, and they're going to try to set up a formation. As you can see here, they're catching
coming
some
around base
stragglers
9.
as well. They have one chance to defend this. One big fight is all they've got.
Because Kings right now, with that many points, they're trying to finish the game right now with the touchdown. But look, Toxioli in the middle, trying to keep his teammates, the other Warriors in the same server, alive. But look at that much damage pouring down.
Toxi Magic burst
Oh,
down there.
Midi. Targeting one by one, they're falling like flies.
They really are. You can see some of these members with just one heart
Some of
left.
the Archer AoEs just taking like 4, 5, 6 of them down in this one skill.
I would say the crown is about
Yeah.
50 to 60%
Start na pala,
of
ang
the
bilis
way
naman.
to the touchdown point right now
Ay,
as
hindi.
well, G-Clef. They just don't look
Next
like they
match,
can
kala ko
stop it as they
start
are
na eh.
pouring
Kumakain pa
through
ako.
here. So many
Grabe,
defeated.
grabe, ang
6
bilis
players
naman
in
nito.
NAEU 0047
Di pa
now
pala
completely
start.
eliminated. But I don't know if it's really going to come down to
Kaya
that.
na
They
ako,
just don't
niluto pa
have the
ako.
combat power to break through this formation. The crown is getting closer and closer. You and I were talking before this cup, where there was this new format, we thought maybe some of the games could be a little bit faster than hitting 0. This game might end in less than 20 minutes. He's
Like,
on the way.
You might be 100% right. And they still have, look, there's still the Tower of Occupying right there in front of the boss. So, and then you just need to get through.
He's so close.
Dude, because the point gap is so big right now, you don't really need to care about anything else except for the touchdown. So, a lot less to focus from
Yeah,
Kings.
luluto tayo, luluto.
Even one of the highest tier from Kung Cleave, getting focused down so far.
Hentai gets focused here as well. Gets res, but focused
not that many
again.
hearts on top.
And it looks like this might just
good
be the beginning
dodges.
of the end. So close to it.
Few high tier actually scrolling in, trying to make some damage because this could be the most dangerous. Oh, he got through.
He's just not
He
even
got
getting
through the
CC.
choke point.
He's just walking in. He's God. No one can touch him. He doesn't care.
At the movement. It's already there. There it is.
GG.
Kings taking the first semifinals right there.
The battle for the throne, YMIR Cup, reignited. Welcome to the battlefield where every server's top clans wage their fiercest war. The regional qualifiers in each division determine the winning server. From that server, only its top 5 clans can compete in the YMIR CUP World Championship. Up to 500 players can enter, regardless of server. When the match begins for your server, the YMIR Cup icon lights up on the right of your minimap. Press it to enter the battlefield. To begin, you're randomly placed at one of 6 starting points. When defeated, you can resurrect at one of these points and rejoin the battle, though the starting points themselves keep changing. Early in the battle, securing bases is key. Capturing a base earns points and various buffs, and lets you teleport straight to it to gain the upper hand. And the more bases you hold, the stronger those buffs become. Bases come in 2 types, normal and boss. Normal bases can be captured by interacting with the occupying stone. For boss bases, first destroy the Tower of Occupying at the entrance, then interact with the occupying stone to capture it. Normal bases can be recaptured freely, but boss bases, once captured, can never be recaptured, so be strategic about your captures. If you couldn't secure a boss base, try a different strategy. Capture normal bases for buffs or recapture enemy bases to weaken their forces. Which bases to target, how to play it out. The tide of battle is yours to turn. If you are defeated in battle, you can resurrect and rejoin the fight, but you can only resurrect up to 3 times. So watch the battlefield and tread carefully. Luckily, 2 types of braziers appear randomly across the map. Pick one up to restore resurrection counts for your clan or your server. If casualties pile up on your server, use braziers strategically to keep the fight going. Once you've secured enough bases, the endgame begins. the fight for the Tower of Victory. Destroying the Tower of Victory earns points and brings out the crown, the key to victory or defeat. Once the crown appears, bases can no longer be captured, so timing the tower's destruction is crucial. From here, all forces converge on the final battle for the crown. To win, you must claim the crown and carry it to the target zone. The moment the crown is taken, the crown holder bears the weight of the crown, and victory now rests on the whole server, working as one. Server members must protect the crown holder and rally together to reach the target zone. The target zone forms at one of the 3 boss bases, and you can check it on the minimap. If the crown holder is defeated while on the move, the crown drops where they fell. And if a player from the enemy server grabs the dropped crown, the target zone changes. A crown touchdown is worth the most points in the YMIR Cup, so the outcome stays uncertain until the final moments. Whichever server lands the crown touchdown can swing the entire match. The final clash over the crown, where a single choice decides the winner. If time runs out in a close match with no crown touchdown, the outcome is decided by the points earned during the match. Points can be earned by destroying the Tower of Victory and Towers of Occupying, as well as capturing bases, defeating players, holding the crown, and landing crown touchdowns, as shown in the scoring table. If the final scores are tied, the tiebreaker rules decide which server wins. The stage is set. Glory awaits the victor alone. Stake the honor of your server and march toward final victory. And in that moment of glory, who will claim the crown of victory? See it all unfold in the YMIR Cup World Championship Season 2. The battle for the throne, YMIR Cup, reignited.
Hi guys, it's Bella here. It's time for the halftime interview. I have with me Sombra servers, very own Sombra, and of course Cesar from Test Server. Good to see both of you. Nice to have you join us here in Seoul. Tell me, how is it being here with us for the first time for season 2? Should we start with Sombra first?
It's an amazing event. Everything is treating us so nicely. It actually impressive. I expected less.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome here. What about you, Cesar? How's your experience been like?
Well, I'm thankful that we came here, and I'm very thankful as well for our guide and for the people who are here because they are very nice and very courteous. So far it's a good experience.
Yeah, so far you say, because we have match 2 coming up and we want to hear your thoughts about, how the day is going to go on your end and what you think about the opponent that is standing right here.
Well, technically he's not my opponent. He's just we're just gonna fight each other in the battlefield. But so far I am confident with our communication skills and with our unity with our commander, Brother Lou, and with the leadership of Dudge. So I think we are somehow in good hands, but we cannot underestimate them.
Right, for sure, for sure. What about you, Sombra? I know you're not gonna, from what I heard, you're not gonna be competing yourself. You're here to support your server, right? What's that been like?
Basically, I manage the server because of the system we made. So all the players kind of trust me in Brazil and they're playing on my server. But I know them very well. I know they're gonna compete very harshly against the server. Their server, our is stronger. They're a lot stronger, but we have tried on our skills and commands.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, did you have a pep talk that you gave your team and your guys?
Basically, the guys doing the pep talk left the stage. But yeah, basically, we are very motivated today to play. And we're gonna do our best to try to win.
Right. I mean, they said they are afraid. They know your power. They're, looking out for themselves. What would you like to say? Are you a bit of a trash talker?
No.
No.
Basically, we're not. We're banned to do that in our server. We just want to maintain a respectable game wherein all of us are friends, and the priority is to have fun.
Yeah, to have fun. And, the big thing waits for you tomorrow. The winner of this match will be in the finals. What are your expectations? Any last words before you get the final, ticket to the finals?
Sombra, good luck.
Oh, nice. He said, that's not trash talking. That's like a statement. What about you?
Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open. All right, thank you for joining me, gentlemen. Best of luck to you for match 2. And we will be back with the final match of the day. Wave with me. Bye.
battle for the throne, YMIR Cup Reignited. Welcome to the battlefield where every server's top clans wage their fiercest war. The regional qualifiers in each division determine the winning server. From that server, only its top 5 clans can compete in the YMIR Cup World Championship. Up to 500 players can enter, regardless of server. When the match begins for your server, the YMIR Cup icon lights up on the right of your minimap. Press it to enter the battlefield. To begin, you're randomly placed at one of 6 starting points. When defeated, you can resurrect at one of these points and rejoin the battle, though the starting points themselves keep changing. Early in the battle, securing bases is key. Capturing a base earns points and various buffs and lets you teleport straight to it to gain the upper hand. And the more bases you hold, the stronger those buffs become. Bases come in 2 types, normal and boss. Normal bases can be captured by interacting with the occupying stone. For boss bases, first destroy the Tower of Occupying at the entrance, then interact with the occupying stone to capture it. Normal bases can be recaptured freely, but boss bases, once captured, can never be recaptured. So be strategic about your captures. If you couldn't secure a boss base, try a different strategy. Capture normal bases for buffs or recapture enemy bases to weaken their forces. Which bases to target, how to play it out. The tide of battle is yours to turn. If you are defeated in battle, you can resurrect and rejoin the fight, but you can only resurrect up to 3 times. So watch the battlefield and tread carefully. Luckily, 2 types of braziers appear randomly across the map. Pick one up to restore resurrection counts for your clan or your server. If casualties pile up on your server, use braziers strategically to keep the fight going. Once you've secured enough bases, the endgame begins, the fight for the Tower of Victory. Destroying the Tower of Victory earns points and brings out the crown, the key to victory or defeat. Once the crown appears, bases can no longer be captured, so timing the tower's destruction is crucial. From here, all forces converge on the final battle for the crown. To win, you must claim the crown and carry it to the target zone. The moment the crown is taken, the crown holder bears the weight of the crown, and victory now rests on the whole server, working as one. Server members must protect the crown holder and rally together to reach the target zone. The target zone forms at one of the 3 boss bases, and you can check it on the minimap. If the crown holder is defeated while on the move, the crown drops where they fell. And if a player from the enemy server grabs the dropped crown, the target zone changes. A crown touchdown is worth the most points in the YMIR Cup, so the outcome stays uncertain until the final moments. Whichever server lands the crown touchdown can swing the entire match. The final clash over the crown,
Walang
where a
bagong
single
goal.
choice decides the winner.
Ay, code. Wala pa.
If time runs out in a close
siguro.
match with no crown touchdown, the outcome is decided by the points earned during the match. Points can be earned by destroying the Tower of Victory and Towers of Occupying, as well as capturing bases, defeating players, holding the crown, and landing crown touchdowns, as shown in the scoring table. If the final scores are tied, the tiebreaker rules decide which server wins. The stage is set. Glory awaits the victor alone. Stake the honor of your server and march toward final victory. And in that moment of glory, who will claim the crown of victory? See it all unfold in the YMIR Cup World Championship Season 2. The battle for the throne, YMIR Cup Reignited.
YMIR Cup Ignited. Dalawa pa lang, no? Ang ganda ng kabayo ng Steam. Tapos sa atin daga. Ilang oras yung Twitch event? 4 hours? Seven hours daw? Diba pa? Kasama bukas, hindi tatapusin ngayon to. Daya. Legendary na. Sinot mo na. Oh. Pa-level mo na. $200 lang. 200 lang pala eh. Gamitin mo na. Wala ka ng pakpak. Hindi, mas malakas pa rin yung legend pag napaterte mo. Yung nakuha mo? Hindi, gamitin mo. Di ba isa lang legendary mo? Dalawang, yung sa Desir. Oo. Oo. Yung si nakawa mo. Oo, hindi mo na i-tatranscend. Tatranscend mo yun. Bakit? Kung pumasok, yun lang naman yung chance. You only got one chance. Isa lang, isang one shot lang. Dapat gagawin mo na yun. Isa lang yun. Sige. Lahat tayo may isipin mo majority, tigi isa lang yung chance. Si Jeep nga wala po yung pangarap na legend. Kaya nga. Ano na floor mo? Nahirapan ka? Oo, malapit na yung ticket eh. Konting pa. Konting talo. XP lang yun, XP. Ngayon. Tsaka yung monster yun eh. Monster tip. Oh. Yung yung mga binigay na mga gulaman. Gamitin mo na yun, pati mga flower. Lahat basta makausad ka. Uy, si Boss Bebangski. Good morning, brother. Aga natin, 20 Wii Mix. Sino kayo? Korea o Global? Walang papalagyan. Global? Nako. Pareho naman. The world nga 572 na eh. Maganda yung kasi hindi nila kilala yun eh. Yung Korea. Tapos hindi rin kilala ng Korea yung global. Wala silang in-invite na ano, no? Viewers. Yung mag-cheer. Dapat meron silang in-invite. Korea naman. Kaya nga, kaso ano yan eh. RPG. Grabe yung break nila, 1 oras. (9:30, 10:30, 12, 11:30 hanggang 12:30. Okay. Last game. Dapat meron silang palaro. Oo. Commercial break. Kaya nga dapat may audience. Para magkaroon sila ng magandang interaction kada YMIR Cup. Mayroon silang audience tapos ano, 3v3 match, ganon, 'di ba? Kaya para hindi ganito. Yo. Ano yan? Wait. Pang ano yan. Kailangan mo yan. Bilhin mo yan araw-araw. Magka-crop ka ng item. Yan yung craftable item. Yan box na yan. Yung box. Oh yan pati yan. Ika-crop ko rin yan eh. Pero yan munang box. Para ma-open mo yung Black Valkyrie. Oo, requirements. Ayun, yun. Yung malaking ano. Diyan sa ano. Honor Merchant. Bili mo yan kasi mahirap i-crop yun. Kailangan mo ng 12. 12 para sure. Pero i-crop mo na kada kuha mo. Oo, kukunin mo yan. Pero i-crop mo na kasi 4 lang naman yung ano eh, yung requirements nun. Requirements yun eh para ma-open yung Black Vault.
The battle for the throne, YMIR Cup reignited. Welcome to the battlefield.
Umpisa mo sa 1, meron sa 1.
Clans wage their fiercest war.
Oo. Tinuyod ko na yan eh. Oh, 1. Normal. Normal lang 1. Tapos normal 2, normal 3.
Qualifiers
Ganon.
in each division determine the winning
Tapos
server.
inter-server
From
1.
that server, only its top 5 clans can compete in the YMIR Cup
Bali
World
4 lang yun.
Championship.
North-Est.
Up to
North-Est.
500 players can
Northwest.
enter, regardless of
Southeast.
server.
Ganun.
When the match begins for your server, the YMIR Cup icon lights up on the right of your minimap. Press it to enter the battlefield. To begin, you're randomly placed at one of 6 starting points. When defeated, you can resurrect at one of these points and rejoin the battle. though the starting points themselves keep changing. Early in the battle, securing bases is key. Capturing a base earns points and various buffs, and lets you teleport straight to it to gain the upper hand. And the more bases you hold, the stronger those buffs become. Bases come in two types, normal and boss. Normal bases can be captured by interacting with the occupying stone. For boss bases, first destroy the Tower of Occupying at the entrance. Then interact with the occupying stone to capture
naririnig
it.
ko kasi yung Twitch eh.
Normal bases can be recaptured freely, but boss bases, once captured, can never be
Yung ano yan?
recaptured. So be strategic about your
Oo
captures.
nga.
If you couldn't
Sinisisi
secure a
yung...
boss base, try a different strategy. Capture normal bases
Walang
for buffs,
maisip.
or recapture enemy bases to weaken
Kung
their
ano-ano na
forces.
lang naisip na
Which
mga
bases
matatanda
to
na to.
target, how to play it out. The tide of
Palitan na
battle
nga
is
ito
yours
mga
to turn.
Ang tagal lang era ng mga ano eh, mga new generation na ano, politician para umandaganda na eh. May mga thunders pa kasi.
But you can only resurrect up to 3 times. So watch the battlefield. and
Oo
tread
nga,
carefully.
abnormal mga
Luckily,
tatay na
2
to.
types of braziers appear randomly across the map. Pick one up to
Sisi pa
restore
sa
resurrection points for your
games.
clan or your
Ano yung
server.
games na yan mga dying games
Casualties pile
dati.
up on your server. Use braziers strategically to keep the fight going.
Ay hindi na.
Once you've secured enough
Hindi
bases,
na.
the end game begins.
Pag nakaipon ako na Amber siguro. Ang mahal na yan eh. GW mix eh.
Destroying the Tower of Victory earns points and brings
Tas
out the crown.
ang konti ng
the
bigay,
key to
parang
victory or
gago.
defeat. Once the crown appears,
Sa Mirror 4,
bases can no
malakas,
longer be
mataas
captured,
bigay niyan
so
sa growth
timing
power
the
eh.
tower's destruction is crucial. From here, all forces converge on the final battle for the crown. To win, you must claim the crown and carry it to the target zone. The
Oo.
moment the crown is taken, the
Wala.
crown holder bears the weight of the crown, and victory now rests on the whole server, working as
Bag
one.
max.
Server members must protect the crown holder.
Uy yan,
and rally
tignan mo,
together to
tignan mo,
reach the
tignan mo.
target zone. The target zone
Nakaka-bad
forms
trip
one
nga
of
yan.
the 3 boss bases, and you can check it on the mini-map. If the crown holder is defeated while on the move, the crown drops where they fell. And if a player from the enemy server grabs the dropped crown, the target
Anong
zone
by +1?
changes. A crown touchdown is worth the most points in the
Ah,
YMIR
oo.
Cup, so the outcome stays uncertain until the final moments. Whichever server lands the crown touchdown can swing the entire match. The final clash over the crown, where a single choice
Meron,
decides the
may
winner.
additional effects na.
If time runs out in a close match with no crown touchdown, the outcome is decided by the points earned during the match. Points can be earned by destroying the Tower of Victory and Towers of Occupying, as well as capturing bases, defeating players, holding the crown, and landing crown touchdowns, as shown in the scoring table. If the final scores are tied, the tiebreaker rules decide which server wins. The stage is set. Glory awaits the victor alone.
Nagbebenta nga rin ako ng mga
Stay
rare.
and march toward final victory. And in that moment of glory, who will claim the crown of victory? See it all unfold in the YMIR CUP World Championship Season 2. The battle for the throne, YMIR CUP, reignited.
Ano yan? Yan. Hindi, madami ka makukuha niyan sa Nida ba yan? Ay, sa ano lang yan eh. Kingston. Sa offline mode. Wala ka. Kaya nga. Okay. Alam mo, madali lang yan. Gawa ka ng isang karakter. 3 hours, isang palo. Tapos, logout mo na. 1 linggo yun, no? Tapos may next week, meron ka ng Amber. Oo, ganun. Ano kasi yung trabaho mo, no? Talagang field na. Japanese pa. Bawal talaga cellphone eh. Hindi ka tulad sa ibang trabaho, pwede eh. Pag nagbabiyahe ka, pwede, no? Pwede. Kaya nga eh, no? Parang sinadya na, hindi, di ka maglalaro. Dapat, ibig sabihin naka-offline mode ka maghapon. Oo, tama naman. Ganun din naman cycle ko eh. Sa umaga, offline mode. Binibenta si 11 AM. Sino? Possible yan, mag-upgrade yan. Kasi mura ngayon eh. Yung alin? Oo. Mang-hade yun eh. Hindi mo pa natapos? Naku, dapat ginagawa mo na yan. Mauubusan ka ng ano. Kaparty. Feder. Ano, 3 minutes na lang. Kaya nga dapat, yan sila Mac. Sabay ka, hindi pa sila ata nakapag-try. Masarap na okay naman kumpara sa Rebelde. Mas madali pa nga yan. Uy! Baldugs! Teka, charge mo na i-charge. Charge mo pa. Madami. Tagal. O, di ba? Ganun lang yung tagalan mo. Nakuha ka pa. Oo. Ganyan ginawa ko dun sa ano eh, companion. Ang tagal. Tinagalan ko. Ilan na lang? Ay, ano mo na lang yan. Potential mo. Ay, ano, upgrade mo lang yan. 200 dyan. Companion na lang kaya na air. Para yan kasi mahirap yan eh. Para sa attack. Kung anong gagamitin mo, PvP or ano. Live stream video covering the YMIR CUP World Championship. Legend match live. Pwede na. $190 ka na? Okay pa ba bro laro ulit nito? Sabi ni Inhaler. Umpisa, worth it pa din ba? Based on your experience? Based on my experience, boss. Kung hindi ka pa nakapag-start or hindi mo alam yung gameplay, laruin mo siya. Pero kung alam mo na, bumili ka na ng NFT. Mas mura yun, mas maganda. Basta alam mo na yung gameplay nun, boss, sa Inhaler, no?
Hello everyone, it's Bella here and
Okay
welcome
na, let's
back
go.
to YMIR CUP
Sa
World
ngayon,
Championship
NFT talaga, boss,
Season
Inhaler.
2. And now
Pag
that
umulit,
our first match, King
meron
server
tayong-
is done and dusted, we only have more excitement
Meron tayong
and tension
boosting.
growing. Looking back at
June
match
30,
1,
kung
the
gusto mo,
introduction
subukan
of the
mo
live
muna
system,
mag-boosting.
We definitely saw
Ganon.
the changes that the team operates and battles, the ones that they have prepared. And new strategies and decisions that we did not see in Season 1, we were able to catch some of
Ang
them
ganda
in
ng
our
boosting, may
first
plus,
match. And
may
our
epic
players waiting
set
behind me
ata yung
for
bibigay.
match 2 are all locked
Tapos
in and
ultra
very
fast
focused
leveling.
given our halftime interviews. And before our
Tapos
match
magkakaroon ng
begins,
server
I
transfer.
have yet another surprise prepared for you. As a thank you for
Alright.
waiting till the end,
Eto na.
we have a special
Eto na, medyo
gift.
malupit
It's
din
the
tong
World
laban na to, no?
Championship package coupon. As you
Oy,
can see on the
another
bottom of the
coupon.
screen,
Alright.
enter the code so that you could claim your reward. And of course, for our KR
YMIR
users,
Crown
remember to
Clash.
put the alphabets K R at the end of the coupon when redeeming it. You guys know the drill. And our
You
last
know the
battle
drill.
for the ticket to the finals begins. Chess server and Sombra server
YMIR,
are
ano yan?
about to have a big fiery showdown.
YMIR
Which team will advance
Crown
to the
Clash.
finals?
Na-save
I
nyo
have
ba?
no
Na-save nyo
idea,
ba?
And I'm super excited. So we're gonna send it
Kasi
over
hindi
to
ko pa
Team
nalagyan
Black and
isang
Wolf
karakter
and
ko
get
eh.
to the games.
Alright. Thank you. Thank you, baby girl.
YMIR CUP World Championship Season 2, we are back with our second match of the day. Have a feeling
Bella ba
match
pangalan
will be
niya?
a rough
Bella?
contest and, match
Baby
number one.
Well,
Bella.
I'm really hoping so, G-Clef, because match number 1 ended up ending in
Kamukha ni
13 minutes,
Susie, no?
52 seconds or something like
quite
that.
one-sided, to be
Incredibly-
honest. Mhm.
Incredibly quick, and I think no one necessarily expected the strategy that we saw there from Kings to just rush in and go for the Tower of Victory straight away. Now, both these teams have been able to watch that match and potentially even adjust or adapt their strategy based on what they saw already. So, really curious to see how the evolution of this tournament will continue.
Maybe if one team thinks that they have much more power, or in terms of number
Worth it-
compared to the other
worth
team,
it
maybe they
laruin
could
si
just
YMIR
straight to
kung
the
hindi mo
center
pa
and take the
nalaro.
big tower, take the crown, finish it. But I don't think
Diba?
that's the case
Kung
for
hindi mo
match
pa alam
number
yung
2. It's a lot more
pinaka-gameplay niya
closer in
and
numbers,
events,
not just in
worth it
number of
worth it
people,
laruin
but
para
warriors
maintindihan.
in the battlefield, the power
Tapos pag
between the
naintindihan mo
two
na
teams
na
is a lot
worth
more
it,
closer
bumili
compared
ng
to,
NFT
match
talaga.
that we have. So I think this will
Bumili
be
ka
quite a
na.
fight, actually.
Ganun
It's
ka din
40,
yun.
50 minutes even. Maybe at the end of the timer for 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see a really big
Kaka-start
crown
lang, Boss
contest.
Blanc. Oh,
We did hear in the post-game interview
Clark,
that,
Boss
you know,
Clark,
they were saying the Kings
try mo
representative
yung
said that
June 30
the,
boosting server.
chess server is
Mas
considered to be
maganda
the
yun.
heavy favorites, right? And I think I and you would both agree with that. But
Kapag
they
kapag
know
nag-start
Sombra
ka
is
sa
quite
boosting,
strong. They
sobrang
know that
bilis.
server
And
actually
may
has a
mga
lot
events
more
din sila
power than I
doon.
think people realize. So maybe this matchup, and hopefully this matchup will be a lot closer.
I think so. The moment they get in, I think they will get like.
Tapos
some,
pag nagets mo na yung mga
test the waters
rotation
a
ng mga
little bit,
events
because
every
Sombra does have
week,
really big
Kasi
powerhouse
marami
players,
tayong events
certainly.
dyan eh.
I think they have to really pinpoint them down first. and then try to
Every
see,
day
okay,
na
can we
mga
actually nail them down
iba-iba.
with the amount of forces that we have, strategy that we have prepared. Oh, if that fails, then chess
Pag
might be in a
naintindihan mo
rush.
na,
They might
ganun
turn it
pala,
into
ganun pala.
strategy.
Okay, kailangan
I
pala.
think because
Ganito,
we are
ganyan,
somewhat
ganyan.
tighter in terms of
Bibili ka na,
power
napakamura
between the
lang,
two teams, we have to
paldong-paldo ka
work with
talaga.
the outer bases first. I don't think we go
Ang maganda
straight
dito,
into the big tower
pag
in the
nagsawa
center.
ka, pwede
Maybe
may benta
that's
yung
for some
character
of the
mo.
bosses which you have to
Ganun
capture
lang.
if it's
Kung
somewhat
sa
matching
tingin mo,
Yeah, I would hope to see
naumay
that,
ka
'cause
na,
that's how
benta
the
mo, at
battlefield
least may
is
bawi
designed,
ka.
right? I don't think that with a much closer number of players in the actual battlefield itself,
Yun ang maganda kay Weebmade eh.
go straight to the tower.
Naglalaro ka,
Time
gumagastos ka,
will tell
pero
is our
may
second
pwedeng
semifinal
magkaroon ka
here
ng
for season
income
2
or
is about to be kicked off
konting
here. It's
kita,
chess
konting
against
balik.
Sombra.
Diba? Unlike sa ibang game, wala
Coming
talaga.
to Minar Warriors
Mag-relive ako,
on the
anong
stage,
gamit mo
YMIR
na
Cup semifinals
capture
match number 2.
screen.
Chess
Obvious lang,
versus
boss.
Sombra. First team, they've united as one for this YMIR Cup. Chess server.
Chess server coming out onto the stage, putting their banner
Chess
in.
server.
A
Eto na,
big
chess
favorite coming
server.
into this
Bigyan natin ng
matchup, but
pabugay ang
very
chess
respectful
server. Let's go, chess. Alright.
Caesar and Brolu take the stage here amongst applause.
Alright.
See if they
Sayang
can
wala
live
si
up
Boss
to
Dudes,
the
no?
expectations that have been set.
Pero
They
Pinoy
look
to.
confident, but also very gentlemanly
May anak
as
kasi,
well, as we
hindi daw
saw
niya
that in
maiwanan.
that pre-game interview.
Yeah, exactly. And they mentioned that it's all about
Ay, hindi.
teamwork,
Sombra.
but their
Ay, ano pa.
opponents
Yung chess ba
came
puro
together
Pinoy?
all the way to Korea to create one great achievement. Sombra
Hindi,
server.
no?
Sombra all the way from SA. And Sombra himself
Grabe,
is
oh.
going to take the stage
Ang
here. Our
angas mo,
special
ah.
guest to cheer on his
Ay,
squad.
may pogi-pogi. Mr. Pogi ka pa.
Thought-provoking glances here. Some confidence out of Sombra himself.
Si Banin?
as we
Ito.
have Haku
It's mi
as
Banin,
well,
Si Banin.
joining on the stage. This team
All
comes in again as
right.
underdogs, but a team
Sombra.
that everyone respects. A server that is feared in SA.
Very strong team overall.
Napakaangas,
Players
boy.
Take the stage, take the seats, and get ready for our big battle.
Uy, nawala yung
On the
camera
field,
ko,
we'll
ha.
have a lot more
Kumain lang ako.
of them joining online.
Mamaya pag
Players
nag-start.
here
Ito na, start na.
on the stage, but it's about the battlefield fight and how they rotate.
All right.
It's all about the strategy.
Now, notably,
Let's go,
Sombra
manood
will
na
not
tayo.
be participating in the match, not the server, but the one it is named for, so that's why he's not taking the stage. Now, here are our representatives here for chess. We have Master H,
Master H.
With a recent name change, Akma, Caesar, and Brolu. These are the ones who were just on stage moments ago. As Master
okay.
H, definitely the highest combat power player of these three at 455,000
Akala ko ba babae si Brolu?
as an archer in
Oh,
the
very-
D-Bro clan, which is a very
Bro
notable
talaga
clan
eh.
here in chess.
Yeah, with TV Zay,
Sabi,
round table, checkmate, all really well.
Baka may
known,
Mio to, may
clans,
Mio.
all put together to join in forces for this chess server to
Di yung dalawang screen window capture at game capture. Hindi, boss. OBS lang, boss. Mag-add ka lang.
Sombra is here to stop all.
Yeah, now these three
mag-add
members,
ka
like
lang
what we saw
ng
from NAEU 004 earlier, are all representatives of the same clan
isang
in Never Lost. So as you can see here, we have three different clans represented here, so they're all going to be communicating with their clans and with each other in the
browser
match. But on the other side here,
and
for
isa
Sombra,
ang
we have Haku,
game
who's actually
capture.
as a rune fighter here, our sole representative of rune fighter in this tournament. So very excited to see how he's going to perform.
Yung class
has
san.
a very, very strong amount of combat power at 460,000.
That's right. Compared to all the other
Really?
classes, Rune Fighter relatively newer compared to the other classes. We don't have that many high tier, like top tier Rune Fighter compared to the other classes. But if you can manage to pull your power that high, you have a lot of bruising power, some damage by yourself, lots of CCs. You can also take damage and bring in the forces in the front line.
Yeah.
So that's the power of Rune Fighter.
It takes a lot of mastery to be able to play Rune
Yeah.
Fighter at this level and to know when to go in and when to find that backline access, because you are a lot squishier than any other frontliner. So if you go in at the wrong moment, you will be focused down, you will be
Wait.
easily taken out. So he has to pick his battles correctly
Ganito, boss, boss.
while managing so much more as we move into
Ganyan, boss.
our second semifinal. Now, the big question on my mind going into this is, will we see a repeat of the rush to the Tower of Victory? Because you're saying you think probably not, I think there's still a chance that we could end up seeing, after what we saw last time and how much that choke point control mattered, a big brawl on the Tower of Victory. We're talking everyone on the server is fighting for control right at minute 1. But both these teams might not have prepared that strategy. They might want to look for base control and a slower approach, going for faster takes of the Tower of Occupyings so that they can then get those boss bases and operate through that to then control the crown push.
The moment they go in and realize their starting points, I think they can go. They can immediately change the strategy.
Ikaw pala si hindi. Ikaw ba si Vanny?
And
Ikaw pala pinapanood ko sa Twitch
to the choke points. There are only 3 big choke points when we come in from exterior.
Sayang, gusto kong makita mukha ni Boss
And those are going to be
Dudes.
like 12, 10, 9, 8 normal bases first, and then they work their way in if they go in. So I think that should be the first. If they have a big clash moment they start, I don't think they will go for the immediate tower. So we will see.
Susunod tayo dyan, susunod.
We'll see how they form because it seems like we need to do some
Alright,
testing
let's
before we actually
go.
hop into the
Let's
game
cheer it up.
immediately.
Meron tayong
So
light.
we'll have some
Di ba? Meron kayo yan? Wala, rare yan.
Legend of
Oh.
Ymir players.
Bilhin nyo na. Offer.
I'd say
Offer
probably a
auction.
lot of you
Ymir
watching
light
watched
stick.
season 1,
Meron kayo
and
yan?
we've changed the
Wala.
rules here a
Ako
little
lang,
bit. We have the
meron
light
yan.
system, which G-Clef
Ha?
talked about earlier,
Alright.
where you have
Oh,
3
check mo
revives.
play din. May
But
light
ultimately,
stick
you know how
ako.
this works. We have 500
Chess,
people
chess.
coming
Go,
into
go.
around
Chess.
approximately
Yeah.
500
Oh, di ba?
people going into this battle. So that
Naka-ready
means that we have
yan.
people all over the world, in South America to Asia, right? Logging into this service. So thank you for your patience as we do make sure everyone's in. Everyone has the correct settings, so we have
Yan.
the most legitimate,
Walang
best
problema.
competitive integrity at the peak match possible. So
Tama.
bear with us.
And usually when I go through these like silver wars, of course or not that many times, so actually physically joining with the
Playden, kanina
voices,
narinig
with
mo ba yung
the clans,
torotot?
but still, when there's this much of a fight
Ay,
and
si Jeep?
because of reward,
May narinig ka?
of course everyone's getting the reward.
Wala
but if you get
talaga.
the first
Bakit
place,
kaya?
it's like,
Ala,
there are some
nag-e-error.
really good selectors that doubles. If you get doubled selector, then it's a lot more reward. Of course, even the second place, third place gets a lot of reward, but the first place, oh man, I don't even know. That's a big upgrade in your power.
Absolutely.
Also,
I mean,
for the entire server, so
it's-
it's worth a lot.
Bakit
It's
kaya
worth
wala
so
akong
much, and
sound
it,
sa
of course, will
Toronto?
make your server stronger for example, a potential season 3, right? And for the rest of time, right?
Guys, may seed
if you
kayo
get
dyan.
that, it's such a
Pates nga
permanent
kung
win for
tutunog.
your server, for your region, and that's what you're fighting for here. You're fighting
Testing
for
lang,
more
testing
than
lang.
just this match.
Di
So,
nag-play sa
seems
akin
like
yung
we
video
have
na
a couple of minutes to get
naka...
set things up.
Oh.
So we'll have the coupon once again. I believe
It's
it
gonna
should
come
pop
up.
up
There
right
it
there.
is.
There it is.
And make sure that if you are watching this as a Korean and you are on the Korean server, you add KR to
At the end. Yeah, at the end to have the coupon code for the Korean coupon codes. It's available until July 4th, so you have about a week. But you better do it right now because you want all of these in
Don't
one
forget-
pack.
Uy,
Also
grabe
later,
naman
don't
yun.
do it later.
Napakagalante
If you
naman
do
ni
it later, the
Ymir.
occupants forget. That's the
Ymir
thing. You have to do
WC
it
World
now
Champion
or
S to
later.
Glory. Alright.
Likely we will have more coupon codes later.
Also-
so do it now.
Oy,
And
i-save
as
nyo i-save nyo.
Bella mentioned earlier, we
Alright,
do currently
alright.
have an event
Ymir.
if you subscribe
Busy
to
ako, hindi ako makapag-send sa
Ymir
page.
Global YouTube
Ymir
channel. You
WC
actually get some rewards there as
to
well. Big gift to Global. So if you
Glory.
haven't subscribed and you're just tuning in right now and you're watching, press that
Ay,
subscribe button.
cannot be used.
I subscribed twice
Ba't
already.
ayaw?
Wolf, did you?
I actually subscribed 4 times.
Oh.
Ah,
Dou-
CS.
Double. You have a lot of
Ymir
accounts.
W
Nice. We need that number though. We need
CS
that number to reach
Glory
the maximum
World Championship
price. So
Glory
go
pala
do it
yun.
now if you haven't. And on top of that, we have so
Ayaw
many
naman.
YMIR Cup events happening in game. Like if you go in game and you
Ayaw
log
sa
in
akin,
every
ayaw.
single day, there's like a gazillion pop up that you have to.
Ay, yung Twitch yung problema ni Boss Happy. Ayaw
Because
ano.
there's so many events. This is a festival.
Gamit ka, boss.
YMIR
Ibang
Cup.
ano.
There's so much
Absolutely.
going on, so much reward. If you go check and
Ay.
go check all the rewards, there's so much that you should have got already. If you missed it, make sure to check each one of them, see what you can
Baka
get even
nadi-restrict,
today.
I mean, if
nare-restrict.
you're able to get some of these big rewards, then if you're,
Very
for
strict.
example, watching this thinking one day I want to be in one of these clans that plays in the YMIR Cup World Championship, in the future, right? Maybe that's one of the big steps that gets you
Gamit ka
closer and
ibang
closer,
browser.
gets you noticed.
To the top
Here's
ranked.
the YouTube sub button we talked about. We
Oh,
are
I hear
along the line.
We are only like 300 away
Wow.
from 95K, maybe 100K. I think I heard 300. Yeah, 300 away. Wow.
So
All of
get
you
in
watching now, get an extra account, hit that subscribe button, and we are on. I believe the last one has the most amount of prize, so
That's
better
what
do
it
it
looks
now.
like to me.
We already did it, so you should also join. And I'm sure Bella's doing it on the backstage right
Yes,
now,
of course.
getting that number up. So not just these, there's a whole lot of set of events. We can't go through all of them because there's
Yung coupon
so
nakalimutan, ano yun?
much
Ano yun?
going on. It's been
YMIR
going on for the last weeks since the tournament was announced.
WCS Glory.
And it will also continue after this weekend as
Tapos
well.
yun lang.
So please keep in mind that
two.
it is
Kaya
going
pala
on
mali ako.
in the game and try to get all the rewards possible.
Alright,
because
meron na.
you might end up needing those resources.
You will.
Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe the next week. When you try to level up, when you try to grind your gears higher towards the maximum. Maybe you're not in the top 700 yet, but in that line where you kind of can.
You know, look.
Try to push forward.
You always want to be prepared. We all know the story, G-Clef, and you and I are now fathers, of the three little pigs. You want to build your house with bricks, not
yeah.
with straw.
With cement.
Yeah. Make your setup robust. Have all the tools possible. All you
Yeah.
got to do is participate in our
Gumamit pa
Yeah,
ng
no.
mga
Put the concrete down and the base.
kwentong-kwento,
Make sure it's solid and nice. Cannot be broken at all. And then just work your way up. And they
I'm not trying to
eventually-
say I'm the big bad wolf, although I am wolf that's going to blow your house down if you don't, but somebody out there might take your spot. As we are slowly, it looks like, getting some people.
Yeah, I think we're
into the
about
server.
40 minutes out now, which we're getting ready to jump right into the battlefield. As soon as that is ready, we will have the stage out for you. And just minutes away. And which means we have the coupon. Is it a different coupon this time? Here we have the coupon. Okay,
Meron
this
na
is the other
naman.
coupon. It's a package 4 this time.
WCS2 Final Clash or
paldogs.
WCS2 Final Clash KR.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that KR code, of course, for Koreans watching this, applies to all of these codes.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of coupons already.
WCS2
Better.
Final
I wrote them down for the
Clash.
first match.
Oy, sulat nyo sa mga
If
hindi
you
pa
want to
nakapaglaro.
put them down.
Pwede
So,
nyo magamit
okay, we
itong mga
already have
to.
four. Some of these packages
Matagal
are
to,
actually
1 week.
incredible, very useful
Alright.
for every day getting those upgrade for your weapons and your equipments. I think that's exactly what you need in package 4.
Oo
And
nga,
a
oh.
lot more materials. Yes, there are a lot more currencies.
May
being
ano,
added also with the new
ano?
edition.
Garnet?
And we need all of it. We need
You
all
gotta
of
get
it.
all
Thank
of
you
it.
for the
because
coupons.
you gotta
Walang
max
garnet?
out.
Ba't may
Nobody
garnet sa
wants to
picture?
Be like, well, my character is like kind of okay.
Ayun, oh.
Didn't actually
40
get the whole
garnet.
thing, but I'm fine with
Ay,
it.
grabe, ang
Here's the
daming
coupon.
manis,
Just level
boy.
up. It
Ipon-ipon
makes a
na naman to
difference,
sa
as, we
combine
have
event.
seen and we'll see for the
Yeah,
rest of this
especially with
tournament.
the not just somewhat related but unrelated with the recent patch with the expedition with the new difficulty. It's just a lot tougher. Even the top tier players, there are some moments where they have difficulties throughout the expedition. So I think it's somewhat required for you to level up, get the higher power. Not just that you can join in the war, you can also enjoy more content with the team.
Absolutely, and that's how the game at the highest levels plays. You want to have the best gear. You want to get through all of that.
Kaya nga,
content, so
itong
you grind
bagong
them up.
season, no?
But also for PvP experiences.
More on
that you're gonna
PvP na
have
talaga.
As well, you just don't want to get caught. Because the guy you ran into, he put his coupon code in, but you didn't.
Oh,
That's the worst.
hey, Wolf. 200 away now.
Okay.
Uy,
Getting
gawin
very
nating
close.
mag-follow kayo
Very,
dito
very
sa
close.
Facebook, oh. Gawin nating
For
95,000 yan, oh.
That may not be updated.
They
the
may not
number
be
that's there.
updated.
Kailangan
I think, yeah. We're
95,000.
supposed to hit
Magbibigay ng reward
95.
yan si,
We're
ano,
supposed to hit
Simir.
95. Can we get more? Can we get more subscribers right now? Click
Oo
that.
nga.
Smash that sub button.
If you only have one account, make one right now. I think you have some time. Doesn't
Yeah.
take that long.
You don't have a YouTube
minute?
account? What are you doing in 2026?
Subscribe.
probably have
Subscribe ko nga mo
YouTube
nga pala
accounts.
sa ibang
Why'd
account
you
ko
only
to.
sub twice?
Hindi ko pa
What are you doing?
naso-subscribe si WeMade eh.
I didn't bring my phone.
Sa ibang account.
Didn't bring my extra phones. Only brought my
WeMade.
phone and the
Mga
laptop.
dadagdag
Also, why
yan.
do you have so many YouTube accounts?
Ay, nakasubscribe na.
There are reasons. There are reasons. One for
Reasons.
gaming, one for esports. To get the algorithm right.
Yeah.
To-
One
and
for
then-
children, you know. I get it.
Yes. So hopefully we get that through
Dagdagan
before
natin.
we are done with the match number 2. And here we're about a minute left.
Wow.
Before we get into the battlefield. So both teams should be finally focusing on the summary.
I'm so ready to see what the strategy looks like in this one compared to the last
Basta
one. They go
kailangan
straight
sa
for tower
YouTube.
victory, they go straight for the bases. They try to cut off the
Manonood
members from
ka
getting to those
muna
bases. Which
para hindi
towers of
matanggal yung
occupying are the ones that
subscribe
go
mo.
to. Obviously, a lot of it's going to come down to the spawns. You know, are they spawning on the exact opposite of each other, a little bit closer to each other? Are they going to clash on the way over? All of this stuff will be decided as soon as we get in there. So I don't want to speculate, but I am very excited for it.
Yeah, depending on the starting point, if they spawn on the other side, then they will just have draw half line in the middle and then take these bases, maybe the boss on the left, and the other side exactly the same in the mirror match, and then something might happen. Seems like the game is almost being ready to load in.
It's happening, G-Club!
Okay.
Match number 2 of the semifinals of day number 1 of YMIR CUP World Championship. Here we go. Chess loading in numbers over 200. Sombra about to be, getting all the players loaded up into the battlefield, and they're spawning.
Let's go.
Sombra, I believe, at 1 o'clock.
Hey.
Chess from 7 o'clock, so it's totally the opposite side. They won't be clashing.
All right,
right
as we
now.
rush into the center right now, we're going to see where these two
Let's
end up
go.
colliding.
4 and 6.
All right, my cheerleaders. Let's go. Chess server.
As you guys can see at the bottom, but otherwise everyone is heading in. Now, as we see fanning out here, not entering the Tower of Victory zone just yet, here is Sombra. However, a few members of Chess
Ay,
are actually
pagkatalo
in
yung
that center
Chess
zone,
dito.
gaining information.
Tama,
as we're
na-jinx
starting to see
ni
these bases
Chibibi, no?
get captured.
Yeah, 4 and 6. Not much of a contest, but 5, I think, will be the key because 3 in the middle is the boss, so it'll take a lot more time.
Sira ulo pa naman tong Sombra.
Already going for the tower of occupying.
All right, so with this, Chess are going for
Hindi
this
to papayag,
early tower of
sigurado.
occupying, looking for a fast take of the boss base. And this actually takes a very long time, as you guys will see if you look at Tower of Occupying 2.
Yeah, this is the
Yan yung
south
na-report
of
eh.
the number 2
Na
base.
But with
server.
this many players focusing it down, it will be much faster.
Nang
obviously,
PK sila
than
na
the
ng
Tower of
PK
Victory.
ng ano.
And with archers, you want to have all your archers focusing
Parang
it down. because it
Valhalla
doesn't matter
ata
how
yun.
much damage or combat power, it's kind of tick-based, so how many hits you get onto
Uy,
it
grabe.
is the speed at which you do it. So
Ang
the
dami
number of
ng
players
pula.
matters more than the strength of player. And in fact, you kind of want to have your stronger players controlling zones elsewhere. Right now, 4 normal bases to 3, as Chess have the advantage there, and so a small buff lead over Team Sombra.
Oh, Sombra does take 4 over. Let's see which team. We're seeing some big contest
Okay, check
over
natin
by
yung ano
5.
dito. Yung scoring nila,
This
no?
is exactly the place, or on the way. There's a lot of battle, and the Scald does get knocked, but
And-
still plenty of HP.
Team Sombra actually also looking for a bit of a wraparound. You know, on the map you can see they're actually looking for
Sa
kind of
mga
an
news sa
insert
YMIR,
here.
no?
This actually
3
could end up
lives
being
lang.
pretty huge if they're able to get
Pag namatay ka ng
behind Team
3
Chess
beses,
and get some of
wala
the
ka na.
damage
So, ubusan
dealers
talaga
a little
to.
bit exposed.
Yeah, they intentionally got a few parties off, going for all the way out. Let's see some of the big ultimates being dropped. Chess pushing down line, but somewhat being sandwiched on both sides. Seems like they are okay.
Asan si Dudge? Valhalla yun.
Occupying about to go down here. Still
Line
so much
being
controls
pushed.
from
Sombra trying to evade into the boss tower.
getting
is
so
huge.
close to it, but I
Who can
think
get the last hit?
it's definitely going to be Chess, I
Grabe,
think.
pumapalag
Very
yung
likely
Sombra,
that
no?
God,
does
got
get
it.
And most of the damage should have come from not from Chess.
Okay,
Getting the tower
nakakuha ng
alone
tower
is
in
huge.
Chess.
It gives you a huge point lead, but securing it, that's where the battle is going to happen right now. As here comes Sombra trying to deny that channel from coming through.
The boss base, 500 per each. They can certainly go in, but there's a huge contest. Sombra came late, and that's why they're slightly lower in terms of numbers.
Yeah, they also just don't have the positional advantage, so Chess are just mowing them down right now. Look,
Yeah, look
at
at
the
defeated
numbers.
yeah, no,
they have
exactly.
triple right now the defeated number of Sombra. So all these players have lost their initial revives and are going to have to try to rush over here to that base they have
Boss
captured.
NC, one of the big names from Chess.
One hit.
Going around, trying to get close.
Isang higop.
Runefighter
Mga ano yun, mga
himself as well, trying to
200.
Make sure that no one can get in here and stop the channel. Sombra are denying the channel, but
Archers.
it ultimately does go over to Chess here. Now, they do
Bakit
have this
walang
boss base
walang
as well as
hearts?
those 4 normal bases. And Sombra spent so many resources trying to deny that capture. They've lost so many of their players. They've also lost a lot of control. And right now, Chess are chasing down those stragglers. Because if you get left behind here, you're going to die and then get desynced. So what will happen next is Team Chess will then move into the Tower of Victory zone. You can see some of these clan members. You see Old Boys trying to control this top side here, are trying to see if they can get better position. But look at all these isolated members here of Sombra just getting left behind. Team Chess pulls ahead 1,200 points, and the next point of call is going to be that Tower of Victory once they clean up. As here's Jennifer 11 as well from Phil Serpents, one of the most notable members here of this server.
Yeah, one of the biggest archers, the strongest, most powerful archer in the entire, not just in the server.
Si Jennifer daw pinakamalakas sabi.
World, basically. Rumors
Yung
that
pinakamalakas,
Jennifer is
yung pala
closer
si
to
The
like
World. Meron pa The World
600
eh.
K power level. And there's an entire party around Jennifer as well. So we'll see.
Now we've seen the toggle of the revives. You can see most of these players here on Chess still have all of their revives. Team Sombra not so lucky.
But you don't even need it.
Yeah, they are going to focus this down. Though it's so valuable just in case this goes longer. You don't want to let anyone on the enemy team have any comeback here. So instead of actually going for the Tower Victor, they're going to look for this Brazier instead.
Ang sarap
And it's down
umubos yan.
to about 70%, 60% health here. And see, some of the Team Sombra members are trying to contest, but the Sombra server just isn't making that much headway.
Yeah, because they have so many members around this already. Just putting much focus. Can anyone even contest and come? They will be pinned down, tapped, radared, and pinned immediately. I see some of the members from Sombra all the way over, but they're just climbing behind the choke point. Can they get here in time? I think it's about 10% HP left on the Soul.
Looks like the pressure here is just not really working out. Big heal drop down, and they are just focusing this down. It is going to go over to Team Chess. Chess server will get it. Ripper Jack picks it up. So that'll be +1 resurrection.
Yeah, but the max is 3, so you do not get to up to 4 even if you get an extra.
But
so
still, I mean, so many of those players who lost their first are now back up to 3. So resources-wise...
And also, the opponent did not get to take it away from you.
And, you know, Sombra server already has one
Oo nga,
player
hindi
who's
makita si
dead
Dodge.
completely off the server.
Yes.
And that's that number's going to go up and up as they
Nagtatatakbo
try
na
to
naman
get
siguro.
control of the Tower of Victory circle. But they can't get
Dodge
access. They're actually
nagtatatakbo na
just
naman.
basically what we're seeing from Chess right now is catching these stragglers, and they're much better grouped up right now. As you can see, some of these entry points here, so tough as a Tower of Occupying here is under attack by Sombra, but they are just going to get gunned down before they can get it.
Yeah.
Only taking 2% of that Tower of Occupying
Chess trying to push all the way. This is near base 1.
Ayos,
So
ayos.
supposed to be the side of Sombra. Chess pushing all the way.
They're pushing
this way?
so hard right now.
Oh
and
my.
They just lost so many members.
They're stealing the base as well, so might as well catch all 5 normal bases.
Ayun.
And they might actually steal the tower away.
This
That's
is
huge.
really rough here for Sombra server.
All got their hands on the occupying stone.
Here we go, Tower of Occupying, just not really accessible here for Sombra.
At base 8. And Chess, they're trying to steal this boss away now, which is going to make Sombra respawn very hard to do because they were supposed to take one side, like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. But with this boss away, then I don't even know where they can actually group and spawn now, except for the starting point.
So keep in mind they also have 2 less buffs because it's 5 bases currently to Chess, which is the maximum you can have because you only have 5 clans and each clan has to occupy 1 base. But Sombra only has 3 bases, so not only are they outnumbered, and very quickly, as you can see now, 5 players have been eliminated, becoming more and more outnumbered. They aren't as powerful because they don't have those buffs. And like you said, they won't have the ability to teleport there on respawn.
Look,
if Chess gets base 7, and they have full control right now. They're rotating quickly, getting the more relevant bases.
Yes.
You try to rotate, if you get pinned
down, you do have to really be careful where you go, which path you take. If you're alone, you will get sniped just like this. Look, Chess, the line really pushing them all the way around. This is actually outscores, not even near
This
the
is
bases
a bit of
at
a
all.
clan battle between Unleash
Aha,
here
ayan,
and
no?
Old Boys, but Old Boys look like they don't have a
nagre-retreat
prayer.
yung
The Sombreros getting
Sobrag.
focused down, destroyed. Poor Maki's
Pinasok
here.
sa
This
base,
is near
oh.
the starting points, and because Sombra, they just cannot get in. There are so many choke points that are being controlled
Wala na.
by Chess.
Hindi
They
sila
just have
makalabas.
to go rotate so far and try to focus with their members, but this party, the Chess has,
Ayan,
there's
no?
a lot of power in them.
Nakapokus,
So
oh.
Chess is going to replace one of their normal bases with a second boss base. That
Ito
is their
parang
plan.
isang
They have
buong
full
bayabas
control
ever
over
na to.
Occupying base 1, exactly. Base 1's going to go down here.
Etong
It's
tumotori
90%.
sa
There's not
ano,
really
sa chest.
anyone nearby
Yan na
to
yung buong
contest.
bayabas.
So it looks like what Sombra are doing are trying to get the replacement base on the other side, but it is going to be so
Alright.
tough because they're being marked.
Basag,
by
basag.
all of these
Iniwanan
players
pa,
here
hindi
from
pa
Chess. So
basag,
Checkmate
uy.
is the clan that's focusing Tower of Occupying
Lumalayo,
right now,
baka
with some help from
mag-ano
the
eh,
other
mag-
clans like Kill Serpents here and Bro and TBJ.
There are a couple of members.
This is so many
Sombra
points. This is
trying
worth
to
so many
contest.
points. And they're going to get them. So many members of
Final
Sombra are
second.
dying trying to
Last
get in
hit,
here.
200 points.
And
Of course,
it's
Chess.
Rezra who gets it. And that will
Alright,
eventually be channeled here into a second boss base.
4,273.
They even want to channel, or
Sa
were they
chest,
just
no?
going for the extra
1,820 for
points?
Sombra. Okay,
Well, the
water
Tower
break,
of
water break.
Occupying, I think they're
They
just going
got
for
it.
extra points.
They got it.
And they're
instead-
rotating again.
They left because they don't need the DPS to kill the Tower of Occupying anymore, but they left there a few members,
they got
a few
the second
guards to
boss
get the
base
capture. Yeah,
now.
they did get it. They've changed one of their normal bases to this boss base, and now look like they're heading for control of the Tower of Victory. That being said, maybe not. Maybe they're actually going to rush over here. They've skipped the Tower of Victory and looking for the third Tower of Occupying. They're looking for 3
Yeah,
boss
they
base
want
control.
all of the base control, because the base once the boss base is controlled, the opponent cannot take it back, unlike the normal bases. So if they have 3 control, they just have so much spawn of opportunities everywhere. 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and also 11 o'clock.
It's just so much more space control on the map right now for Team Chess because they're up right now, 16 members, and they have a lot of extra buffs. Their power level across the map is so much stronger that it's hard for Sombra to actually rotate. And they can't break this phalanx anymore. This is all the archers are over here focusing this down. As you can see,
Oh,
some of these
last life.
never lost members are
Lord.
dying. And Pogador, the star player, he does not want to be
Only
losing
have
one of
2
these
left, 2 lives.
revives. He does
If
not
you die
want to lose
now, then he cannot really contest for the crown fight. Oh, getting
Needs to
pinged
get out.
down might be.
He needs to get out. He needs to get out, G-Club.
He already used the escape.
Okay, the heal comes through.
There's a roll.
He's taken some of these members with him. He's actually surviving for a really long time here, but if he goes down, this is a disaster.
Okay, the Scald's near him. And another backstab shot. The backstab shot not
He's
only
low,
brings you back, you can also stun the opponents. So it is
He
a
gets
really
mounted.
good escape
He's
mechanic.
mounted. He's
okay,
safe.
okay.
But that's the one point of good news because the rest of the news is bad. Tower of Occupying 3 is down to 40%, and there is just no contest. There's a small contingency of, I believe, never lost members near that Tower of Occupying, but they cannot get close enough. I think the goal for Sombra now should be to try to regroup. As you can see, Pogador is
Within the time, trying to pinpoint one at a time,
Yeah,
trying
any-
to do some damage when
any
it's
members
possible.
he can find. He wants
But
to
he
pick
has
them
to be
off.
careful. There's an entire party of chess trying to take him down. Oh. Not
That's
that
another.
he was massively CC'd there.
I mean, he picked a fight thinking that maybe he could cut off a straggler, and they just turned
Baited.
and destroyed him. As Boss MC gets another here as well. Boss MC, one of the star players here for Team Chess. They have 2 boss bases.
Oh, UG. I believe that's the final life. Yeah, have another death count.
Yeah, they're just adding so many here. And right now there's 20 dead effectively for Sombra, and they're going to all respawn. Now, if that third boss base get picked, by the way, 10% on this Tower of Occupying, they have, in the event of a huge battle here for the Tower of Victory, they have massive spawn advantage. These Tower of Occupyings cannot be retaken. So for the rest of this game, Chess will have massive fast travel advantages to be able to get closer to reinforce the battle for the Tower of Victory. So instead of just going straight forward like we saw from Kings earlier, Chess are basically ticking all their boxes, being incredibly safe,
Yes.
methodical. As here's another shot of Jennifer 11 here.
Yeah, another boss base. Trying to go toward it.
They've got
Tower
all 3.
occupying, contribution plus the last hit, 400 each. So that's Chess maintaining that 1,200 at least for them. Here we go, Wolf into the Tower of Victory at 46 minutes after all the bosses.
So we're definitely going to have a longer game than we had in our previous semifinals, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's going to be any less one-sided. They have full control And remember, in our last match, there was a ton of control over the Tower of Victory pit, but they didn't have all of these buffs that Chess has. Chess has control and the buff advantage and the spawn advantage, and they are just picking off these Never Lost members here left and right.
But I do see some of the chess members with like 2 and 3 lives left. The Bokador, yes, we saw him going down, so only 1 heart above his head. As you can see, 671 defeated.
He's
on the
the
other
smart
side,
player.
7-7.
But
So you just can't get in.
can't
He has
get
to
in.
wait until the tower is down entirely and then maybe go for like 1 final push. There's only 1 opportunity now.
Yeah. It's going to take a really long time for the Tower of Victory to go down because, again, like I mentioned before, it's not necessarily about your combat power, your damage. The fact they have these buffs doesn't necessarily make this go down faster. They still have to be careful about how they do this. They don't want to be losing members to the tower itself, but they have the faster respawn, so even if they do, they can. Not to mention they got the Brazier earlier, so have more revives. Like, they have all the tools. Yeah. All the cards are in their hand right now.
But you see some of the members with black cards with 1 and 2 left. So it is not impossible. Like at the beginning, the defeated counts were like triple the amount from Chess to Sombra, but it's like about double plus a little bit more. So Sombra did have some kills.
Okay,
285.
Bit of an angle here for Neverlost to get a potential pick onto Keon. Looks like he's going to go down, so loses 1 of his hearts. So good catch there. Old Boys here trying to cut off these Unleash members as well. You can see if they can get Nokia, that would be huge. But getting it, again, into this point is the ultimate goal. As you can see as well, 85%, right? It's taking a really long time to get this tower victory. That's that's how it works.
This is the basics. Yeah, it's trying to get all the bosses first because you eventually have to bring the crown into one of those 3 anyhow. So Chess made sure that they're going a little more safe compared to our first match, but still, it seems like they have the power level. 5,000 points for Chess now. Sombra, in comparison, about 1,300.
They're only on 2 bases. They don't have a 3rd base.
It's hard. They do have a base 9 and I believe 8.
Yes, that's
But
correct.
still, their 8 is about to be turned over as well because the inner is nearly 80% plus is controlled by Chess. See?
Oh my
just took
God,
it away
they've got
from them again.
So they can't get more than 5 bases, but they can specifically deny all the bases and all the buffs, and they are doing it systematically as Sombra struggle.
They're taking the buffs away. That's the thing. The buff level now in
Exactly.
Sombra is just 1.
And it will shortly be 0 if they lose control of that final base 9, by the way,
that's
which is being
9.
taken
I think
by Phil
so.
Serpents as
Very
we speak.
likely.
Phil Serpents taking it. It's gone. That's it. 0! No bases left for Sombra. They have 487 points. It's their kill points alone they have left.
488. Unlike the first season, we don't stack in points. If you lose the base,
You lose it.
the point, and then the other team takes the points instead. So that's why Sombra's points are getting lower as they lose the bases. 300 and plus defeated. Okay, they're getting some work done on the outskirts. Oh, but it's about the base, and if you are spawning so far away, look.
Look at all these members that only have 1 life
know.
left, and they've already lost 20 members, period, off their server. And that number is only going to increase as this continues. The Tower Victory is down to 65% here.
Gone. But still, because of the base and the spawn, Sombra, they're not going to be spawned kept, but once it comes down to like few final, because they already lost 23, which means they already lost like 10% of their entire power on the field. And because if you have like only 1 life left, you cannot be aggressive as you used to be.
Well, I mean, look at this. Any 0 heart members over here? I see 1. I see 2. They're all so healthy, G-Clef.
Whoa. Look at how many archers we have on the
it's so
field.
many.
If you have issues choosing classes, archers are the way.
Archers are the
especially for
bread and
war.
butter.
You have
They're-
so much mobility, fleeing tactics,
Okay,
evasion.
this is one.
Okay, here
this
we go.
Is it.
Here we go.
This is the big one. Now,
KKS
you only have 1 Hail
KKS
Mary chance left here as Sombra to break through. If you can actually start picking off members who are focusing the Tower Victory,
Oh, one
perhaps
last
even
try.
during the Tower Victory attack,
Ipad,
there's a world where
sabay-sabay.
you could actually maybe get some momentum and get some control over the choke point.
maganda
That's what you
laban
have
to
to pray
bukas,
for
Kings
if you
versus
are
Chess.
Sombra.
Oo,
They
boss.
got their bases back, and now they're
Ito na
setting
yung
up for
totoo.
a push.
Bukas.
This is their last chance, frankly, G-Clef.
Trying to go for base 7 and 10. They've got it pretty quickly. Can they actually get
And kaya
4
bang
bases
bastusin, no?
in their hands at least?
Ng global ni
So that's
Chibibi
good.
ang
And
Korea.
Chess, on the other hand, they already had at least a member on ready to channel for the other bases because likely these were going to be taken away. Sombra back on
Okay,
2,000.
panalo na sa lahat ng
At least
boboto kay
somewhat on even footing in terms of the buffs.
Yeah, the
Kings
buffs, they
and
have the
Chess.
buffs. Now they have 5
Oh,
buffs.
panalo
They have
na kayo
the
dyan,
base
no?
buff level 5, which means this is the time to fight. Before those get taken
Kasi
away.
manalo,
And as you see,
matalo.
some of these members are so low. They need
May
to do
reward.
it, and they need to do it fast.
Oo, pag
Another one
bumoto
goes
lang,
down.
meron na.
38 members
See a lot of these
removed.
one
Ay,
life
wala
left
na.
members in the party. They're moving together at least now, which is very good news.
Oh my God, ba't di ka bumoto?
Going on to
Try mo kasi
There you go.
World
Realize
Championship pa lang
But he is,
ata
of
yun.
course, just going to be able to teleport straight back to the ball space. So
Check mo,
turn
check
this
mo.
into an opportunity if possible. As again, this tower victory is getting lower and lower.
we should get to
Sa
see
Emir.
the
Sige, hanapin
minimap.
natin. Alam ko
Because on the
championship
minimap,
yun eh.
All the Sombra members on the right, rotating outskirts.
They're looking for
Maybe
that final push.
Yes,
It's
at
that
least they
final
control
push.
the choke point this time, so they can get closer to the base 8.
So base 5 is where I think that's the approach angle
That's
they probably
tough.
need to take, because if you go through there, that's where you're gonna have the respawn. That's where most of your team is right now. But as you can see, some of them are moving north. They're splitting into two groups.
Pinopost
So
ko
maybe
yun
they're
sa
gonna try to go for a
Discord
bit of
eh.
a pincer attack. Either way,
Oh,
they've
Chess
only
coming
got
out.
they've only got one
Towards
real
the choke
shot,
point.
and they're just gonna Chess are like, well, we're just gonna
Oh
take.
Kino-content ko pa.
They're gonna leave some of the DPS on the Tower of Victory, and they're gonna try to catch some of these stragglers and try to eliminate further the Team Sombra members.
That's why the Tower of Victory was going down
Yes, you
slower and slower,
qualifies
because a lot
profit.
of these high power parties, I think they have came down off of the field trying to go for the choke point and follow the members of Sombra. Look, already 62 dead.
62
they cannot
dead.
come back.
I mean, that's a third.
Adding to the
Hindi na
55
makabalik,
now.
no?
That's a third
62 dead.
of their player base.
Dami
And
nun.
so many more are going down as Chess continue to hit the Tower of Victory. It's just getting worse and worse
Oh,
here
this is
for
near the
Sombra.
spawn.
Yeah, now they're getting spawn camped for those who have the ability to respawn, because that's far and few between. Very few people can respawn.
There are few parties coming down from the base 11 on the left side. They've got
Pwede
some
pa, ano?
control to keep the buffs up at least. They found some. They found a hole to poke in.
Wait.
But immediately they have to retreat back. They just cannot contest. Look,
Tower Victory,
dead hearts.
25%.
They have to really find the Brazers
Tinan ko na.
if they spawn. But with this less of a controlled field, I don't know if they can.
See Team Chess replacing one of their bases
Uh-oh.
for better respawns. They're looking
More
for this
members
fight.
going down.
Yeah, a few more. Yuji! Yuji's down. Looks like here, isolated.
If you don't have your
Kings.
salt party member, getting those revived right next to you, you are.
They're losing a lot of their old
mag-login ka muna.
And the Tower Victory down to 22, constantly being pushed down further and further.
Okay,
and
there's a big
further.
poke
They're
from
fighting in
Sombra,
here.
though.
Last chance, last fight.
Yeah, they think this is now or never. They're not going to wait for the crown, so they stop doing some damage on the Tower of Victory, trying to go for the push.
So many members of
The
never lost
Berserkers are
man here.
pushing the front line. Even the Skulls doing
Boto ko na dyan
massive
kahit
damage.
second
That
YMIR Cup
AoE.
World
Skull
Championship.
trying to look for a heal here
Winning
for these
server.
Sombra members, but they're up to
Tapos na
80
yun nasa
dead
taas
now.
eh.
Yeah, Jennifer, when this archer
Ito, isa pa
pushes
meron.
with like automaton, like
Kayo,
solar
kung anong
eclipse,
gusto niya.
with the ultimate,
Ako,
you are
Korean
just
binoto
all
ko.
dead. These AoEs are just too powerful.
Right now, Chess have double the eliminations of Sombra, replacing to base 5 now.
Yeah, got all the
Yung
center
magcha-champion
bases
bukas.
back to chess.
And they just took their focus off the
Oh.
Tower Victory and have just been
Kunyari,
killing these
Kings.
members here, these stragglers. Kyosuke also going to go down.
Pero ang binoto ko kasi dyan,
And they've replaced now to base 5 one more
Korea.
time. I want to point out, one member of Chess has been deleted.
Yusuke last
sama sa
last
Discord
life-
channel
last
mo,
life
brother,
is
kung
used.
meron
Oh,
ka.
yeah, there's no
Ah,
other
boss,
party
ano lang,
member
kalan
around.
Discord lang,
99
boss,
dead.
yung
100,
Discord namin.
Half of the team almost gone.
Yan Discord
From the
lang
field
kami.
of Sombra now.
Yung as
Time to
streamer,
focus on Tower Victory.
wala,
Tower
boss,
Victory
di
back
tayo
to the
ganun
focus
kalakas.
point Here, 15%. And at this point, similar to our first match, even though obviously it took
Pero
a lot
active
longer,
naman ako dito sa
they're
Discord
just going
dito.
to be able to walk this one over. You have to imagine, as they just had so much control early.
Even if the other 114 Sombra members come down to the center, you are going to be
Uy,
outmatched.
medyo
I want
matanggal ang laban,
I
ha?
want to spend some time, since this game looks like it is reaching its conclusion, talking about the
Magpapasa mamaya ng mga ano namin, mga trabaho.
Constantly surgically removing Sombra's bases when those big fights were happening early on. They got all
Oo.
3 boss bases. They
Kaya
played
approve pa
this
nila yan,
game
bali 29 ang
perfectly.
dating
They
nun.
left nothing to chance. They left no comeback mechanics. And now that they're focusing the Tower Victory, they know they have the numbers advantage. Just
Monday pa.
period. Yes, there's 5 normal bases. bases for Sombra have the same amount of buffs, but they just don't have the numbers to contest
Assessment
anymore.
kasi niyan
That's when they decide to take
29.
this out. 4% left. This is going to be their lead.
Medyo matagal laban,
exploding here as they pick up the Tower of Victory destruction. But also, they should be able to, with very little contest, walk this one in. Let's see where it's going to spawn. The touchdown point as it goes down here.
All right.
Victory down.
Sanji
extra
from
points
Chess
for Chess.
Chess
As they pick
server.
up this crown, we'll see who's going to be the holder.
Hindi kong bilis.
Who will they
If
give it
Sombra
to?
will
36
wait or
minutes.
contest now for
They're
the
looking
crown.
for the contest.
Walking
Medyo
with the
matagal.
crown out.
Hindi pa
Will be
tapos
nearly
to, ah.
impossible at this rate. Okay, Megan.
Megan 02, one of the star players here for Chess, is the
All
one
right,
who picks it
pinulot
up.
ni
And then
Megan.
the crown is going for base 1 at 2 o'clock.
And Sombra server is set up in the right place to stop this and contest. This is we're going to have the
They do have
biggest
the
battle of the
adjusted
semi.
base is controlled for Sombra. But can they get next to him?
He's so far untouched.
The
As
round
more and more
table,
members get taken out
Field
here.
Storefront, so many clanmates around.
Pumapasok pa yung Sombra, no? Hindi sila
Look
nagpapatalo
here,
talaga, no?
just, you know,
Maganda yung laban yung binigay ng Sombra
strolling
dito.
to this
Straight
point.
up to 12 o'clock exit. And gonna take a right.
This is where the Old Boys clan, what's left of them, is making their last stand here, trying to control
Nagka-clash
these
pa rin, eh, no?
points. But as we continue to, as you can see here,
Kasi sabi nga ni Chibibi, medyo maganda daw, malakas din ang palag ng Sombra.
Because he knows that those choke points on the other side are a little
This
bit
is the
tougher.
tough point. That's why everyone's
even-
gathered up here.
Even with this much of an advantage for Chess, they still take the safest path. They still do the
They
right
have to,
thing.
because the base 7, base 8 adjustment adjacent normal bases are still in control of Sombra.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
thing. They can spawn right next to it and immediately join the fight, join
Oo,
forces,
yung mga
and take the
malalapit
crown,
na
because
bases
if you have the
nakuha
crown,
ng
you have
Sombra.
so many debuffs on you. You can't be taken down immediately.
There's been nothing left to chance. There's been no risks taken here for Chess whatsoever. I mean, they're living up to their name, Chess. They have already essentially gotten checkmate, G-Clef. There's
Yeah.
just no way out. Look at this. Look at where are the Sombra members? Nowhere nearby. They
The
only
other
have one
boys-
more chance.
Yeah, the other bases
To
are going to
do
be controlled.
But this
The
game
death-
is effectively done.
Yeah, the death count going up above 100 again for Sombra. It's a crown holder. You move super slow. You get knocked and stunned very easily because you have the negative res.
Look at this. Everyone in syncs here with the mounts. Just jumping into the air.
Almost a
Ceremony.
celebration.
Dami pa rin, no?
Ceremony here,
for Chess,
frankly.
but not entirely. Sombra looking
Puro
for a chance.
black
They will
heart
not
na
go
eh.
quietly into that good night. I don't think they can stop this crown, but maybe they can at least give us a show, G-Clef.
There's a line
Oo
of
nga eh.
Chess waiting for them.
Magandang laban yung binigay ng Sombra dito. Ang daming hearts pa ng
Burning
mga
all
Chess.
the big skills and semi ultimates even beforehand, just to make sure chasing down one of the final targets. Okay, as the crown goes closer and closer to base 1, the touchdown field.
No one really.
Here we go, Sombra actually diving on it.
Yeah, they're trying to make one last stand here, but no one is touching Megan. Megan at 100%. No one nearby. Completely
Oh,
denied
the
entry.
Yan ang
Look at
laban.
the
No?
damage
Kahit
here.
alam mong talo ka,
They're losing
palaga
more and
mo.
more members up to
Talo ka na eh, hindi ka
130,
pa
and after they
papalag.
go to
Flash is killed
150.
like 6 on the field.
Gonna go up to over 150. They've only got like 60 people left, G-Clef.
Yeah, that was the real big last contest I think that they could have done with Sombra. I don't think that many members have that many lives left
Megan's
on
already
them now.
there.
Yeah.
Wala na.
I think it's all
It's a
done
done
and
deal.
set now. As the
All
crowd
right.
Slowly now going into the tower. Almost there.
Oo,
Yeah, they're
matagal.
just burning ultimates.
Medyo malakas yung
Even without
Sombra
any
eh.
Yeah,
enemies.
no, they're just
Just for
celebrating.
fashion.
They
May palag.
know this is a finished game, and it has been for quite some time, but they're going to give us at least a little
Hindi,
bit of exciting laser
PvP
show
yung
here.
chess
The
eh.
Room Fighter. The Silenced Fields on the Lord.
Ipagsabayan
all the
sila.
ultimates being burned because the
Kaya
cooldown
naubos
not that
nila
long,
lahat
but
ng
still,
hearts.
If the enemies are coming, you're supposed to be holding it, but they look cool on the field.
And that
Megan.
is it.
Channel the
Hey!
crown, and there it is.
GG.
GG!
Team Chess, the favorites, will play
All
a clean
right! Chess
game and
winner!
go laser focused,
All right.
getting control of those bases, taking away, surgically removing bases
Yay!
one by one.
Itaas
from
ang
Sombra
mga light
after getting all three
sticks.
Tower of Occupying kills and getting all 3 boss bases. They left nothing up to chance.
Puta, suntukan kayo, talo
Close
kayo,
as it
laki ng
gets to a perfect game here. and Legendary Beer.
Ang laki ni Bunny, no? Akala ko pet lang yan. Laking tao pala ni Bunny.
Day one, but chess, they took all the steps required, the basics.
Alright, kinosesyon na
Done it.
ang bandera
Put
ni
their
Boss
banner
Dudes.
on the front of the stage to represent that they will be going on to
Alright.
the grand finals to face off Kings tomorrow in what will be an epic battle to decide who is going to be the champion of Season 2. Great effort here.
Congratulations
A little more complex strategy we saw in the second
to Kings and
Alright.
Chess. Ayan na.
With the result
Ating-
of match number 2.
Hello, team.
Ready for the
Congrats
interview.
again. Here is the microphone. Well, the team that is advancing to the finals is Chess Server. Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Yay! Chess server.
Well, we saw that was an incredibly intense match. What was your take on how today went?
So I would say we went well. Everyone followed the command, and everyone trust the command in each other. And yeah, we did great.
Si Brother Louie.
Okay, well, that is great to hear.
Louie.
You were definitely the favorite team to win, right? Was there anything unexpected that happened
Oo.
during today's battle then?
I don't think so. So we actually strategized before the game. So as mentioned, everyone trusted the command, and yeah, it went well.
Went well. You make it sound like it was so easy.
Yeah.
Was it easy?
No, that's not what I meant. So Sombra is a strong server.
Oo,
And
strong
props to
server yung Sombra.
Sombra, especially to Banny.
Yeah, right there.
Mm.
Well, yeah, sorry for catching you off
No.
guard. Well, let's talk to Caesar for a bit then. Do you mind? Oh, I'm coming for you. Caesar. Yeah, yes. We would
Hello.
love that. Well, we had a little talk during the halftime interview to get your thoughts, right? Do you agree with everything your teammate said, or was there anything that you wanted to add on?
Yes, I believe our server revolves around the unity of command, the chain of command. So I think we did well, and we followed every instructions that Brother Lou has instructed us.
Oh.
Totally.
Thoroughly. Shout out to Brother Lou, the man of the good calls. All right. Well, should we hear from our Master H for the last bit? Yeah? You look nervous. Are you nervous for the interview?
yes.
Yes? Come on. Get used to it. We have more interviews coming up
First
tomorrow.
of all, I just want to agree to what Bro Lou said. It's all about teamwork and coordination.
Right.
That's all.
I mean, that is what makes this team sport beautiful, right? And I wanted to ask you, did you guys get a bit of the match one for just before your match? Because that
Kaya
is
pinagkaiba
your
ng
opponent
MOBA.
tomorrow. What are your
O kaya
thoughts
ng
on
mga
who you're facing, the King server?
Dota, no? Yung command mo doon, 5 lang eh. Dito pag nag-command ka, ang hirap.
You can handle it.
He can handle it?
Ang dami
Alright.
mong
Let's
gustong
hear from the
mangyari.
Brother Lou himself. What are your thoughts on
Paglapag
your
doon,
next
di na makikinig
opponent?
sa'yo.
Yeah, considering the Kings is basically
Yung
the
strategy na
strongest
ginawa
server,
nyo na
and
pinagbitingan yun, di mangyayari.
So we are so excited to be facing
Sa Dota,
against
makikinig yan, may support,
Yeah.
di ba? May hitter,
we
may
wanted to,
may tank.
as much as possible, show
Panalo.
that,
Panalo ang
this game is
chess.
not about just raw power. This game revolves around unity, the command as well, and also we
Alright.
believe that
Wala,
in
bukas
chess
pa,
server,
bukas.
We believe that the power of friendship
Bukas ang
can
bit.
conquer everything. So yeah.
Word from Brother Lou himself. Yeah, I wanted to ask you for a little bit of a spoiler on tomorrow's game approach. But
Bet to bet.
will you be able to share that with us, or are we gonna keep that locked for tomorrow?
Kings versus chess bukas. Bukas,
we've actually
20
tried
minutes.
to hold back right now against Sombra to save the strategy.
20
to
minutes,
so I would prefer
Ito
to
pag pinasok
make
to sa
it,
betting, sigurado
the
yari.
secret right now.
Yeah, it's almost like what you just said was like a symbolic phrase for that represents your server name. Thinking a few steps ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. Congratulations to you guys.
Congrats
We'll see
kay
you tomorrow at the
Gooch.
finals.
Ha? Sa
Are you
pag
excited?
sa
we're so
pagbuo niya ng
excited.
chess server.
All right. Thank you.
Nare-recognize
Joining me,
na talaga
would you have
siya.
anything that you want to say before I let you guys go?
So probably I wanted to thank everyone, especially in chess server. I wanted to mention the clans that actually helped the server to move forward to, especially to YMIR CUP. So I'd like to thank especially to Unleash, to Peel Serpents,
Oh.
Roundtable, Checkmate, the brothers
Umalis.
and every clan in the chess server that is willing to
Sira
lend
ulo, may betting kasi.
powerful players to compress into one clan. And yeah, let's face the kings. Let's go, let's go, chess.
Yun, let's
I
go,
love the
chess.
energy, and I
Kahit
hope that
di
we
ko
get to
kayo
see every one
binoto.
of you guys. Oh, I think you should take that with you.
Kahit di ko
And
kayo
you guys
binoto,
will have
let's
to
go,
exit the
chess.
stage. I'll let you guys go now so
All
that you
right.
guys can rest up and have a fantastic day. If you would, head back. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, congrats.
Let's
See
cheer
you
it up.
guys again.
For chess. All
And with that, today's
right.
matches that we have prepared
All
here
right,
has
all right.
come to
Nice
an end.
one.
But first, let's review what went down on match 1 and match 2.
Dito lang pala natin to. Ditan pala natin.
Alright, King Server has defeated NAEU 004 and advanced to the finals after match 1, while Chess Server claimed victory over Sombra Server, securing the last ticket to the final. But these two teams, their journey is not
Pino,
over
dalawang
just
Pinoy.
yet. The final will take place same time, same place tomorrow. And after showing impressive performance and outstanding teamwork, these two teams have proven that they are the contenders
Kung sino
for
man
the
nanalo sa
championship.
taas.
The final matchup is now set. It is King Server versus Chess Server.
Hindi
We
pa.
are about to find
Bukas.
out which of the servers
Dalawang
will
laban
take
bukas.
the trophy home. And as much as
Hindi.
tomorrow
Yang
awaits,
Kings
this
versus
means
Chess
that the matches
bukas.
that we have prepped
Tas kung sino man
today
nanalo sa kanila,
has come
oo.
to an end. But we are not gonna let you guys go now.
Another
because
code.
We also
Let's
have
go.
a small gift
Oh.
to part the way. We
Small
have a special
gift.
gift package coupon from Mr. Michael Killam himself.
All
As
right.
you can see, it's about to pop up at the bottom of the screen. We have the coupon code yet again prepared for
Maganda
you.
to, maganda
so make
to.
sure to type that in as soon as possible and get your fair share. That is all for the matches that
MK
we
gift
have prepped for
for
today.
YMIR.
Tomorrow, King Server and Chess Server will face off in a battle of pride where we know that neither side will give an inch. Okay, I'm Bella, and thank you for joining me, and I hope wherever
Bye-bye,
you are, have a good day
bebe.
or night. I'll
Bebe
see you guys
Bella.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Let's go. Tapos na. Talo ka sabit. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow for more action. Okay. Doop, we made an FCMM. Ako hindi umabot kasi nag-brown out eh. Malas. Bukas meron pa to. 7 hours naman, di ba? Bali 4 hours kahapon. 4 hours ngayon. 4 hours bukas. So, papasok pa rin. Oh, you see? Sindris lost. Okay. Ano yan? Ano yan? Yung Coco Chameleon? Oo. Wait.